Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, this will be a surprise because I'm 20 minutes early. Thought I'd come on early so you'd have me for a bit longer tonight, seeing as these ones go so quick anyway. So some people may miss the beginnings, they may be settled in watching something till 9:30, but I suppose all I can say is tough shit. Right, so what I'll do while people are joining, I'm going to set this up how I want it, because it's when you're on StreamYard, it doesn't always show the interface you want. So I'm going to put a 30-second ad on to show you how you can support this channel if you want, because it's been completely demonetized and it's basically my job and I don't get paid for it now. So I'll see you in about 30 seconds. Right, back. 11 people on. Yeah, early tonight. I thought I'd give you all half an hour more of my company tonight. So let's see who got on first. It looks like Paul's missed out today. Lord Flashlights first. Right, Lord Flashlight, right, mate. Can he? Right, yeah, you know, serious. If I got the shirt on. Brief fire, how you doing, mate? You right? Dead to know you okay, Mike? You're so early, it's worrying. I was nearly on at actually 9 o'clock. Now I thought I'd come on early because the problem, whenever I do the drinking ones, it goes so quick, it's sort of unbelievable. So I thought I'll get on a little bit earlier, although it's only 15 minutes earlier. It took me that long pissing around getting ready. So getting ready, having a wash and getting dressed. Bristol, you right, mate? If anyone wonders what drugs I'm on, it's ibuprofen and Windies. Still technically drugs. Jeans and jumper, you right, mate? So yeah, I imagine some of the regulars won't be on straight away due to probably expecting me to be on at past. That's a bloody hell. She ready on the milk one tonight. Yeah, I thought I'd give everyone a little bit extra tonight. Although I can already feel my fucking stomach's playing up slightly, so I'm going to gradually be like that. I noticed it last night. It's not bad again, but like it ain't hurting permanently. But if I'm sitting forward, I noticed last night, and I hope it ain't going to do this permanently. I've noticed my stomach muscles are doing a slightly similar thing to what my chest does. Yeah, about 20 years ago, I hurt my chest, your pec muscles, whatever, your chest muscles, and to this day, whenever it's cold, it still fucking hurts. It's like a cramping sort of pain. And it's hard to explain, but if I put deep heat on, it stops it. Well, I noticed last night I had my window open and I went to sleep with the window open and no covers on. And when it went cold, I actually woke up with the feeling of just here, the muscles cramping up. But that may just be because it's a new injury and hopefully it'll fuck off. But not all I can do is it probably won't keep doing it, but yeah. Hello everyone, how you doing? Yeah, so it's probably going to be a little bit quiet at first tonight because most people expect me to be on at 9:30. What you lot been at today then? I ain't really been doing a lot. Sorting out the Wendy house so I could possibly go out there. So I don't know what to say. Can't talk tonight. There's a small chance I might go out in the Wendy house, but I don't know. I hadn't planned it. I just said to Jake, if you're about at 12, you can come out if you want. I'll be about. There's also a small chance I might do a Wendy house stream on my phone. One of you lot will have to remind me, though, to try and do it that way. But I don't think you actually can. I'll look into that, though. I know people kept saying turn your phone, but the problem is once you're live, if you turn your phone, don't do nothing. Let me see if you can do it straight away. The problem is I know the app does it. Yeah, all right, I'll do it that way tonight if I do it. I may not anyway, but that depends if anyone's out. Is the chat working, or am I just not getting the or is it people just being quiet? Dad said, I watched a film last night called Blood Red Sky. Looked pretty good. What's that about, Zed? I know you can do it like that. Yeah, I'll try and go live that way then tonight before I do. Where's the upload bit? Oh, in the middle, isn't it? Upload, go live. Yeah. All right. If I do, I'll try and get it on that way this time. But I know people didn't like it the other way last time, did they? Because I'd done it upright. 83 Air Gunner, how you doing, mate? That was a good video you done earlier. I saw your reply. Yeah, I bet that did feel like a sort of you'd feel honoured to see that. Yeah, very fascinating, really. Perhaps it seems slow tonight. Maybe just because no one's on yet and people just, you know what I mean? Can you get a tablet? Then you can see the. Well, tonight I'll be fine. If I do it on my phone, it'll be sat in front of a laptop. So what I can do, the laptop's got like Windows 7 on it, and it's so old, it ain't got a camera or nothing. It wouldn't be able to support this camera. But I can go live on my phone and have the laptop on the chat. So it might be a bit of a delay, but then this, I'm normally like quite behind on the chat anyway, and you could put something on and I might not be on for, I might not read it for 20 seconds. But yeah, tablet would be good though, Kenny, definitely. Tactical said, support or I'm coming on the stream topless. Definitely support, please, come on. Where's the trigger? You're right, mate. Right, I got them crossbows out for you. We'll have a little talk about them. Lord Flash said, don't donate for tactical moves. Yes, exactly. That's what you'd be getting. If you don't donate, I'll let him do it as well. I'll just shut my eyes. Right, I'm just going to have a little talk with Wizard Trigger about crossbows. So don't go mad. Right. So the one you was talking about is similar to this one. The only thing I noticed, though, the one that you want to get, Wizard Trigger, has the metal prods. It's like a bit of bent metal. It's like a bit of, I don't know how you call it, but it's a bit of metal that's been shaped into like a triangular shape. They're very weak. They're probably, this one's supposed to be 80. It's more like, I don't know, I can't remember now, about 40, I think. These ones, maybe less than that. The one with the metal prod is supposed to be £50, probably about 20. So the problem is these are quite weak for what they are, but they're cheap. And yeah, I reckon you could put some kind of hook on a thing and just pull it forward. I would recommend that if you're going to get one of these, see if you can find one with a fiberglass prod, right? There is a modern version. This is it here. This is the Armex Tomcat, not arm. This is the Armex Tron. It's got the same pullback arm. So you could put a hook on your thing. You could probably put a handle here, put a hook on your thing, push your arm forward, and it'll cock it. This one's around about 50 quid. It's a lot more modern and fires. It's got about the power of, I think it was £65. So it's pretty good. I'll let him talk to me and I'll try and catch up. Who was it who just donated? Thank you, whoever it was just donated. I missed who that was. Just want to have a quick look. I did see and then it went. Oh, Ninja Rabbi. Thank you, mate. Thank you. And he said, hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I appreciate that, mate. All right, this is for you. Thank you, Ninja Rabbi. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, it is getting better, but it's definitely getting better. Right, I'm going to quickly try and catch up. 83 Air Gun said it was great, Mike. Glad you didn't think I was mad telling that story. No, it was very interesting listening to it. Yeah, very interesting. Fladgy said the Ricky shirts on, must be getting pissed. Definitely, definitely. I've even told Pergio wants to come on his wearing his kilt, but I think he's at work. So I said, if I were to say too much, it would ruin it a bit. But basically, a plane gets hijacked and a woman fights to save her son. All right, nice one. Sounds good. But she's not exactly an average woman. Nice one. All right, that sounds good. Tap said, knew one of you would say, Lord Flash. Knew one of you would say that, Lord Flash. Right. Natural born killer, serial killer. You right, mate? Richard, you right? Timbo, you right? Rich, you right? My man Spartan said, "You're round. I'll have a bottle of Stella." Well, you can have a can of Stella. What else do you want? A Jack Daniels. You can have a vodka and a. You can have a double vodka and the pork scratchings. I might have some bacon fries for you. Hope that'll do. With the drink, so that's brilliant. Cheers for that. Yeah. So this one, they would work if you put something on a hook on your thing and pushed it forward. These you can put a handle here. Yeah, this is like the modern version of the pullback handle ones. And this is the Armex Tron, 50 quid from Enfield Sports. Lord Flashshot said, Tron's getting hard to get now. Imitation ones kicking about look exactly the same in khaki and black. Tempted to get one. I was looking for them, you know, Lord Flashshot. Do you know what they're called? I think it's called the Scorpion, isn't it? Right, so if you can't find the Tron, I think it's the Scorpion crossbow with a K. So SK Scorpion, you know what I mean? Right, looks like there's some people getting on now. Sorry I was early. I thought I'd trick you all today. Ninja Rabbi said I have 3 different versions of the cheap pullback ones with the metal prod, and even the most powerful of them probably has an inch or 2 less penetration into layers of cardboard than my Cobra style. Yeah, that's it, and it, Ninja Rabbi. Thank you for confirming that. Yes, I have got one with the little metal prods. I think those metal prods were supposed to be 50, but all of the old crossbows, none of them are what they say they are. Yeah, so I would imagine them old metal ones are probably like £25 or something. Yeah, go and get yourself a coffee, Zed. Sorry that you can't have no booze tonight, I don't think, can you? Oh, Rich said, how's your leg? I'll remind you, Rich, when he gets back, we're set again. Didn't Liam get one? And it wasn't that good. He did get one because I looked it up today. Yeah, it's called the Scorpion. What it was is broke just there. I think some of them had some kind of fault there, like there was a bubble in the plastic, and it snapped. But they are essentially exactly the same. I think what they'd done, either that was too. See there, I think that bit was either too thin or there was a bubble in it. And when you screw, if you don't have this bottom bit on, when you screw it on, it can snap it off. It shouldn't snap it off. Charlie Shotter, you're right, mate. He said, have you got a Mancon crossbow that looks like a sawn-off shotgun? Is it any good? Right, you see that crossbow just there? That is a slightly more modern version of what you're talking about. They do an older version that's got a wooden or imitation wooden stock. Yeah, and then they do this weird cut-down version, don't they? As far as those crossbows go, they're pretty good. But I think if you're going to buy that weird sawn-off one, you'd probably be better off just to get the standard one. Because when it's sawn off, it's a bit like... And it's also wider than it is long. You're better off getting something like this if you want like a pistol-type crossbow. And then you can put all these accessories on. You can put bayonet that I make, quiver that I make. You can have all these accessories. And this is pretty powerful for... It wouldn't be as powerful as that sawn-off one, but in all honesty, you don't need that much power, especially in a handheld, you know, like a pistol type thing. But it's all right if you want to get one, Charlie. They're proper powerful because I think some people sell them as £175, so they're powerful. But I don't know what it would be like trying to shoot that and cock it without a stock. But I ain't got one, but I know exactly what it is. Wizard Tricker said, "Do you think a magazine can be made for the Tron?" Yeah, definitely. Right, there'd be one issue though. I'll be able to make it for you if you ever. Right, when I'm fully injury free, I'll make some magazines for the new crossbows. The only thing you have to do though, you have to take that bar off, and then I don't know how secure these arms are, because obviously there's a reason why that has that bar. And then it's only running along these plastic grooves, but they may be good enough. But I can make a magazine because I put a magazine on this once, but it had that issue with that bar. But you can take that bar off. By the way, if you've just come on the stream, don't forget to like, and don't forget there's ways of supporting this channel if you want, because I've been completely demonetized and this is my job. So I'm just going to show you a quick way how to donate. Don't go nowhere. This is only 30 seconds long. You don't have to donate, but if you want to, because I know people do, this is how. Back in 30 seconds, so don't piss off. Should I really tell people who I'm trying to get to now not to donate, not to piss off? Flazzy, thank you, mate. Flazzy just donated. Just let me just go and check what he said. If he's left a message. Natural born serial killer said I'll never be injury free. I'm old. That's gradually happening to me, mate. That's gradually happening to me now. I'm only bloody 41. Thank you, Flazzy. Cheers, mate. Right, Richard said recoil on that sawn off might feel weird with £175 prod and light, but I bet it would. Yeah, it would be fucking weird, I reckon. Ninja Rabbi said I've seen that sawn off one. That would be neat to do a rubber conversion to embrace that shotgun. Yeah, that would be a better way to do it, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's a weird one, but it's literally one of those. They've literally just cut the stock off. It literally is just a sawn off. So I said the old ones never had that bar, and the Tron might be okay having it taken off, as it's a lower power than the other one. Exactly. Yeah. Because with that bar, obviously there's a reason for it. You know, they don't, when you design something, they don't put these things on. You don't put these things on for no reason. Right. Anyone new coming on, try not to don't spam, because the mods get a bit funny. I'll answer you when I get to you. Or if you put something you don't want on, just delete it. So he said, can you say hi to Luke? Hello, Luke. There you go. Nick's knives, right, mate? 83 air guns. The sawn off crossbow would be good laugh for close, bigger targets, but I think try trying to do groups of 35 yards. Exactly. Yeah, holding it like that. And it's wider than it is fucking long. But Shane, Bailey, you're right, mate. And Tombstone, you're right, mate. And on. You're right, mate. Iron Man said, Mike, I'm 40 in March. It's a weird feeling. Time flies. It fucking does, doesn't it? It certainly does. It certainly does. I wish it fucking didn't, in all honesty. MT Badger, you right, mate? Try to think what to have first, vodka or Stella. But yeah, if you come on and you're new, try not to like spam the chat with, you know, I'll come to you and I'll say hello and all that. You know what I mean? And on said I found a tripod mount to Picatinny converter on eBay. And I've now attached my first gen night vision to my horizon. Nice one. That sounds fucking good. That sounds very good. I've also realised why I drink so much vodka. This fucking thing is probably a 50ml shot. I fill that fucker up and sometimes put 1.5 in, maybe 2 sometimes. So I'm giving myself 4 shots each time. Wondered why I went through a bottle of vodka so fucking quickly. The standard shot that you'd get from a pub is there. I filled that up and then put some more in. Right, so far it's have a Stella first and have a vodka first. Whoever votes next, I do. Or flash up. I've got the sawn off Mancung. Keep your 80 quid for something else. There you go. There's someone who's actually got it. And he said, I've got the sawn off Mancung. Keep your 80 quid for something else. Nice one, no flash up. So the old ones never had that bar, and the Tron might be okay having it taken off. Did you already put that on, Zed? I read that, didn't I? It's all right. Yeah, taken off, lower powered than the others. Yeah, so the bars wouldn't be under much strain. Yes, very good point, Zed. Exactly. Yeah, I'll take one off and have a look at it, because obviously there's a reason why it's got them things. You know what I mean? But they may work perfectly fine without them. Liam said, hello, I'll be on for a bit. Sadly, got work tomorrow, so can't drink much. I had a rum and coke, so I won't be having anything else. What drugs you on, though? I'm on ibuprofen and Windies. Liam said, bloody busy day at work today. I said in the Twitter chat, break was 2 hours late and was 30 minutes late getting out of work. And that was leaving stuff to do tomorrow. Yeah, fuck's sake, that don't sound good. Right, quickly. And I don't care if you voted before. Vodka or Stella, and then that's what happens. First one in. Liam said, just some Paramol. Had a headache after work. 83 Airgun said, I think for 80 quid a Jaguar would be a better choice. Right, it's vodka then. And I got one and I love it. Yeah, if you're going to get a Jaguar, get the standard Jaguar. Oh, fuck, actually. Right, I'm going to have a Stella anyway, because I ain't got a fucking glass for the vodka. I forgot my glass. Oh, Carl, CW Outdoors. You all right, Carl? How you doing, mate? You all right? I'll drink. I'm going to have to get a glass for the vodka. I'll have to have a Stella first. Sorry, didn't hear you read it out the first one. That's all right, Dad. Don't worry about it, mate. Yeah. You know, I think you're definitely right there, yeah. Chroma said, have you ever made a knife from a fire? No, but I'm going to. I'll make one soon. Now that I know you don't really need to fully, all you need to do is put them in the oven afterwards. Yeah, I'm gonna. Flashy said, drink it out of the bottle like the slags do. What, with the vodka? Richard said, also, what's that Netflix He-Man series? Complete trash. Don't watch it. That's a pity. Yeah, do you know what, Rich? I watched a review of it, and they said the same thing. They said it's because it ain't actually called He-Man, is it? But he's not even in it, is he? So everyone who wants to go on there for a bit of nostalgia, it's fucking not even that. Flazy says Stella is pish. Yeah, but I got 18 cans for a tenner. So yeah, that's fine by me. I just thought I'd have a change. I do like having a beer every now and then, as long as it's cheap. But my normal drink is vodka nowadays. ST, you right, mate? Peach, you right? Welsh, Dan, you right, Dan? Chrome said they seem like a good blade stock, especially for daggers, due to the profile. Gonna try a long Fairbairn sights. Funny thing is, Chrome, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Something like that. Yeah, big old dagger with a big file that's already the right shape. Yeah. Daniel said, are any of the guns live? No, they're all dead. No, I'm joking. If you mean none of my guns need firearms license, put it that way, yeah. So it's all the other stuff that's not firearms. So I said, you're drinking beer. Hello, Goutfoot, my old friend. I'll come straight at you again. Hopefully not. I won't be having loads. I'm not drinking all of them that I said. I'll have a couple of them and then mainly vodka. I've got enough vodka. I've got a small bottle, and then I've got about another. Well, I've got one of them. That's 350, isn't it? And then I've probably got another 200 milliliters. So 35 CL and a 200. Fuck's that, 20 CL. I ain't even started drinking yet. Timbo said, I want to have a go at a knife from afar too. I'm definitely going to do it because I was unaware that you only had to keep it cool and put it in the oven. So I can do that. You know what I mean? Flazy said, enjoy a can of wife beater. I've always thought, though, to be honest, if someone thought that was strong and that turned them into wife beaters, what would they do if they fucking drunk Tenant Super, for fuck's sake? But I've always assumed they called that wife beater because it was a bit stronger than normal beers, which it was at one point. I think it was at 5.2%. In my younger days, I refused to drink anything, and if it was less than 7%, I wouldn't drink it because it was too weak. I'll drink anything now, though. Carl said, safety cat issue on the Crossbow. Just got my one. And it's fucking seared that's dropped down. It's not engaging. Oh, did that help? Did that help you then, Carl? Yeah. So would not disengage. I know what you mean. Good to see you back on, Carl, by the way. I was going to ask you, I don't know if I asked. You know, in your last video you did, what was you drinking? Was you drinking a it looked like a extra strong cider, like a 7% cider. But I was just curious. Pete said it's all live. He'd done a live stream. Exactly. Pete said I had a lemon cider when I got home on water now. Well, Stan said, what have you been up to lately then? Not a lot, really, Dan, because of my injured side. I've been trying to go really easy. The most interesting thing I've done recently was probably make a base for the kids in the garden. That 2 beds and an old bit of wood and some cardboard. They wanted to sleep in it tonight, my niece and nephew. Irishman said, put a Stella in a plastic bottles and freeze distill it. Turn it into Stella wine. Still pisses, but you won't care as much. I'll still piss. Yeah, I'll be honest, because I've always liked a bit of beer, though. You know, nice bit of cheap beer, but, you know, I don't really buy it now. And to get pissed on them, I'd probably need to drink at least, I don't know, 12, 14, at least probably. And that's a lot of fucking drinking, a lot of crap. So I'd actually, with the vodka, I don't need to drink so much. Like, I'll still drink a whole fucking 70cl bottle, but it's not, you don't piss as much when you drink vodka and water. I thought it was a strong cider, Carl. Yeah, he said it was a strong cider Amiga 7.5. I thought it was. It looked like it was. Richard said, I did link one of those dagger-shaped files on Twitter. I've got it bookmarked, Rich. I've got it bookmarked on my Amazon. Yeah, or it's on my Amazon or eBay. I've actually got it bookmarked, mate. Kramer said, you only need an angle grinder, file, and oven. Yeah, I didn't know that till recently. Richard told me. Richard Weaponsmith. Yeah, so now I know that. I can easily do it. With a trigger, said, Tenant Supers like tar. That's all. The thing is, when I first started drinking, that's all. I've always been a sort of alcohol abuser, I would say. You know, I've never drunk it I've never drunk it socially. It's always been to get pissed. So even when I was like 14, 15, we'd go to the local, when I say local off license, we'd have to walk about 2 or 3 miles to get our booze, because no one around here would serve us because they knew we weren't old enough. So we'd have to walk miles and miles and miles to this old corner shop, you know, off license, wait until no one was in there, go up, get our cans of Tenant Super and our cans of Strongbow Super, anything 7% or above, go back to the local park, get pissed out of our face, and then walk home, and then go to school the next day. I used to do that every night. I used to get pissed on school nights, even when I was at school. 83 Agon. Anyone seen Slingshot Warrior's second design? I have. Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? I'll be honest, I preferred the first one. I think all that needed doing really was it needed, if it was a lot bigger, the handle would have fit then. I think the sign was a bit small. It needed exactly the same bigger. But, you know, old Londinium knows his stuff. So, Carl said, you're a vodka man as well, are you, Carl? Yeah. I'll tell you the other good thing with vodka. I don't know if you've ever had it. You don't get gout when you have vodka. Well, I've never had it since I've been drinking that anyway. But then saying that, I'll be honest with you, I have never had gout, as far as I'm aware, from my standard drinking. I do sometimes wonder if I had gout due to when I used to make homebrew, I used to drink that shit with yeast still floating in it. Almost like milky colour, but with a slight pink tinge. The amount of yeast you'd be drinking with that. And one of the things it says not to eat yeast and yeast extracts. Catman said, in America, they always check for ID. Well, this corner shop was illegally selling us it. None of us looked 18. They knew 100% we weren't 18. That's why we had to wait till no one was in the shop, and then he'd serve us. But there'd be times when we'd be in this off license and we'd be getting served booze by a 10-year-old. Yeah. Again, that would be illegal. I used to love that shop. We had to walk a long way for it, though. Carl said to Pirate, he said, Just not been doing very many videos. Oh, I think Richard said to you, how's your leg? And I'm saying, how's your leg as well. Prepared Norseman, you're right, mate. I haven't seen you on for a while. And he said, what drugs are we doing tonight? Estrogen. You maybe. I'm on ibuprofen and Windies. Carl said, I don't get hangover with vodka. Plenty of council. You're right, actually. I do get hangovers still, but they're very mild. Yeah, you're right. The hangovers with vodka are very mild, aren't they? You can get up and still do stuff. I'll be honest. I often wake up still pissed nowadays. But yeah, vodka, hardly any hangover, or if it is, it's quite a nice hangover, if that makes sense. You right, Jake? How you doing? If you're up for meeting later, you can. But as I said, it'll have to be just you. Let me know later. Well, or Charlie or Emma, but no one else. Dad said, I reckon that if you're coming up with a new design for a knife, you have to first try it and think why, during thousands of years of being around, why no one made it. Well, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, that's a very good point. With the trigger, the biggest boys in gangs used to go for the white lightning. Yeah, yeah. And that's all I ever used to drink was white lightning. This was when I worked, actually. I used to drink a bottle of white lightning every night. If I did that now, a couple of years ago, when I started drinking a lot again, I would buy bottles of white lightning, but the hangovers were so bad, they would literally last 3 fucking days. And the first day, I'd actually be bedridden to the point I'd be in bed for 24 hours, no pissing, shitting, eating, nothing, literally bedridden for 24 hours if I drank a 3-litre bottle of white lightning. Military Collectors, Belgium. Hello, Kenneth. How you doing, mate? Thanks for joining in. Cromer said, that's true. If you look up medieval barware, it's basically a Bowie. People know what works. Exactly. Prepared Norseman said, thought I'd start to compete in the women's sports. Finally be good at something. Fuck's sake. Dad said, my foot and leg are a bit better today, so if the things carry on like that, I might give the cracks a miss. Oh, that's good to hear. Very good to hear, Zed. Liam said, I think a lot of people forget, and this is very important, to not drink drive, but it takes roughly 1 hour for the body to get rid of 1 unit. Exactly, that's it. That's why if you drink like 37 units, potentially that's going to be still in you for a fucking whole day and a half, isn't it? So if you stop drinking at midnight and you had 8 units, then you'll still have alcohol in your blood at 7 a.m. Exactly. Jake said, yeah, fam, just chilling, watching Walking Dead. All right, let me know 12-ish. If you want to come around, you can. But as I say, it'll have to be on your own tonight. I'm going to put slow mode on quickly. I won't put it on too long. That's about 3 minutes. Joking. 20 seconds to do, wasn't it? Military Collector said, you got any bayonets? Please show bayonets. Well, what about this one? How's that for a bayonet? Crossbow bayonet. You don't see them very often. I'm the only bastard who makes them. Bob, how you doing, mate? You all right? Hang on. I put a bit of Vaseline on my lips. It's a bit fucking dry. I don't want to sit there out of you lot watching me. You might enjoy it. Title said, got any bayonets? He makes his own.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Which I do. Did you set that up on purpose there, Carl? Tactical, I mean. Carl said, worst hangovers in the USA in the army, drinking Budweiser, a fucking chemical brew. All Brits hated it. We called it a bottle of bad head. Yeah. Some boozes do really do you over more, don't they? Chroma said, could even make a triangular file. Yes, you could. I reckon you could. The triangle files into a bayonet would be excellent, wouldn't it? Oh, and Jake, I've sorted out the Wendy house, the summer house, for playing darts now. It's sorted. We can play darts now. Bob said, many of my co-workers got busted for DWI the morning after night of drinking. So I'm fucking burping there. Guns Akimbo. I don't think I've seen that. By the way, if you want to really look cool when you drink, you need to get one of these. Otherwise, there's something wrong with you. Only the coolest people you'll ever meet drink out of one of them. The link's in the description. It says merch, or it'll be in the chat. If someone bothers to do it, come on, mods. Right. Where am I? Well, Dan said, do you listen to podcasts, mate? If you do you have any recommendations? Sadly, I don't. And my mods let me down and they didn't put the merch link. Finally, Tactical. Take your bloody time, don't you? No, I don't really listen to podcasts, Dan. I would. I tend to listen more to the radio. And it may sound a bit weird. If you already listen to that for, I listen to Radio 4 or Radio 4 Extra. But I don't listen to any newsy kind of crap. But there's quite a lot of, especially Radio 4 Extra, quite a lot of sort of, I don't know what you call them, but, like TV shows, but radio versions, radio shows, you know what I mean? But they're not radio shows, but, Jake said, I'll bring my darts round tonight then. Yeah, nice one, Jake. We'll have a few games. Looking forward to that. We haven't played for ages. Militaria said, we want to see your bayonets. I've only got one, and it's that. It's an AKM bayonet. That's the only one I've got. And I can't get that down, sadly. Len, how you doing, mate? You all right, Len? Alex Saint, you all right, mate? And on till I listen to a bit of Radio 4 myself. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. I don't really like listening to music channels. They fucking constantly keep turning it over and over. So Radio 4, Radio 4 and 4X, they're good. I'll tell you what, I could listen to Radio 4 and Radio 4 Extra all day long. Weekdays, 10 till midnight, Comedy Club. That's a great 2 hours. That's all I really listen to, Dan. Only one bayonet. Oh, apart from one that Liam's got me a nice one, but I ain't got it yet. So I ain't got it here. But yeah, you can flick between. But if there's something boring on Radio 4, you go to 4 Extra, and you can stick to them two constantly. Yeah, great channels really, and there's a lot of good comedy, and there's a lot of classic comedy. You listen to a bit of Radio 4 Extra, you can listen to a bit of Step Turn Son, which the English people will all know that. Step Turn Son and Hancock's Half Hour. I never used to like Hancock's Half Hour, and I really like that now. That one little mouthful, and that's got me. I can feel the old warmth in me. That's it. I'm done for now. Can't stop. But someone donated just a second ago. Hang on. Right, I better go and see who it was. Flazzy. That was you, Flazzy, wasn't it? If that was the second one, Flazzy, thank you, Flazzy. I can't remember who's donated tonight, but this is for everyone who's donated tonight. I can't remember who has, and I only had one sip of booze. I'm already done. Military said, I have more English bayonets than you, and I'm not English. Well, that's excellent. Good. Francie said, are you an Archers fan? Oh, Archers on radio. I'll be honest. If there's one thing I don't really listen to is the Archers, but if I'm working in the shed and the Archers come on, I can leave it on. Yeah, Woman's Hour. Yeah, that's about the only one. That gets turned over. I'll be honest, actually, you do hear some quite interesting. If you want to know weird shit that's going on, Woman's Hour can be quite. Because what was it I heard? I heard them. The reason I know that customs check all wish packages coming into the UK is through Women's Hour, because it was a complaint on Women's Hour, about some kid buying knives from Wish, that Women's Hour got involved and then got hold of customs, and now customs check every single Wish package that's marked Wish that comes into this country. Yeah. And that's down to Women's Hour. So you do actually, it's not all just women's stuff. You do actually find you do hear some pretty interesting stuff on there. Londinium Armour, you right, mate? Talk of the devil. 83 Air Gunner said, love the British Army, massive respect for those lads. Yeah, exactly, 100% Air Gunner. Yeah, Carl was in the army, and there might have been some others. And I know, who else is ex-military UK? I know Bob's ex-US military. Yeah. Liam said, so women's are basically, what should we ban next? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So yeah, you hear women's are and you think, oh, I don't want to listen to that shit, but you do actually hear there is some interesting shit on there. It's a bit early for me though, not normally out in the shed by the time. That's normally been on. I think that's early. And I don't normally go in the shed till around about at least 1 o'clock, because I have to do a load of other shit first. Irishman said, I got a satellite dish a couple of weeks ago, and I found myself watching about 4 episodes of Space 1999 today. Hated it when I was a kid. I don't know if I've ever seen that one. I've heard of it, though. CM, how you doing, mate? And he said, hello, everyone. Finally got to stream this week. Nice one, mate. Military said, why did you start collecting military? I'll be honest, I've always been interested in weapons since I was a kid. Always, toys progressed to airsoft went to air rifles, and then just anything. And then when I was old enough to work, I just bought anything I saw, anything I liked the look of. And I also make a lot of things. And that's the childhood things. We used to make our own swords, and then we'd have sword fights, wooden swords, and then we'd have sword fights. And whoever's sword broke first, they was the loser, and whoever's didn't break, you had the best sword. You had the champion sword, sort of like Conkers, but with swords. This is a 12er. Just beat 12 other swords. Carl said, light infantry, 12 years. That's why I'm daft now. On here, Carl, we've got full respect for anyone who's been in the military, and any country as well. Londonian, men enjoy weapons, it's primal. I think it is, Londonian. I think you're right there, mate. You're right. It's sort of natural, isn't it? So I don't know if anyone else is drinking, but cheers. There's 46 people watching. Don't forget you can get your own Weapon Collector pint glass. There's a little bit of postage on them, though, because they have to come from America. It's the only place they do them. Thank you, CM, for the merch thing, and Peach. Yeah, they're quite good pint glasses, actually. It's got my proper logo on as well. The only thing is they have to come from America, because with Teespring, a lot of their stuff is EU-based, so it's cheaper. But yeah, occasionally there's a couple of things that have to be from America, so they're a little bit dearer. That's the only one I've got, though, that is. But it's still worth it, he says, when he's selling something. You're having a cider, are you? Londonian, nice one. Oh, cheers, and cheers, everyone else. I'll be on them and some of that. Oh, Jake, if you're on, I've got enough beers. You can have some later if you want some. I managed to get a load of cheap. I think I got 18. I think it was 18 for a tenner. Don't say that, Zed. Lucky you wrote joke after. I know you're joking anyway. I'm not even going to read that one. Catman said, I've seen attached 2 pneumatic spear guns to a repeating crossbow for extra power. Really? Fuck that. Militaria said, I've got a Gordon beer. 12%. Nice. That's my kind of stuff. The only problem over here, I don't know if this is the whole country wide, but over here, a can of fucking Tennant Super, where I live, is £2.50. It's not worth bothering anymore. I'd love to have a couple of cans of Tennants. 3 or 4 cans of Tennants, 4 or 5, and the vodka, but they're too expensive. Flanders, you're shilling them out tonight, right? Finally remember to do it for once. Yeah, thank you anyone who's donated tonight. So I massively appreciate it, because you're You're supporting me live, basically. And you support the channel. You know, a lot of the stuff I make couldn't be made without people helping me out. Catman said, yeah, I like higher proof beer. Gets you buzzed quick. It does. It does. I suppose there's no harm putting a bit of vodka in your beer. You know what I mean? Yeah. Matt said, hi, Mike. Sorry, I've not been moving flat again and had no broadband. Oh, well, nice to see you on, Matt. Yeah, I'm reasonably well. I've had an injury. This is a long-lasting injury, but yeah, now at least I know what it is. I should be able to get better, and it is better now. It's not like at one point it was constantly hurting, and the only time it wouldn't hurt was if I was laying down. That's not the case now. It doesn't hurt unless I'm sitting forward a lot. It wasn't even doing that. It's, you know, I think it's because I've been carrying stuff today. Sam said, Dave been okay today, Mike? Yeah, I haven't really done a lot today. Most of what I did today was setting up in the summer house, what we call the Wendy house, so that because the telly out there is broken. So I sorted out another telly. That one's fucking broken. So I've had to put an old laptop out there. So I can listen to a bit of music while I'm out there. Most of my day's been doing that and just cleaning up and that shit. So I ain't got to do nothing tomorrow. Yeah, not bad. With the Trigger said, if you want to be a man, join the army. If you want to meet a man, join the Navy. That's right. Military said, did you serve in the military? No, I didn't, mate. No, I never have. CM said, good to know you're feeling better. It is definitely better now, which is a good sign. It's yeah. It was cramping up last night when it got cold, but I just sort of rubbed it and it heated up that muscle and stopped. Matt said, all the best with the injury, mate. Take it easy and avoid any heavy work. Yeah, exactly. Now, what I've done at the beginning of the year, the doctor reckons I tore a muscle in my stomach. And it's easily damaged now, it seems. So, but now I know that I can avoid, because I didn't know what it was. So I just kept doing all the shit that would bring it back without knowing. At least now I know I can sort of avoid. I know what to avoid now. Darren, you all right, mate? Oh, Orion, how you doing, mate? Oh, while there's quite a lot of people on, shooting contests coming soon. So if you don't know what the shooting contest is, it's like a friendly competition where you get to show off your shooting skills and you get your channel on my channel. So you get a bit of exposure. So you set up the targets, I set up the targets similar to you. We try and use the same sort of weapon, gun, not weapon, sporting good. Yeah, and then you just do your 3 rounds of 6, best you can, and I'll do the same. Match it all together, edit it all together into one video, and it's quite entertaining. People quite like the old shooting competition. Coming soon, within the next week, I should start it, I reckon. I missed it last year. Sorry, not last week, last year. Rich said, should be getting a log splitter to convert into a forward press soon. Then can start trying more complicated fullers. Nice one, Rich. Did you get a cheap one in the end? Carl said, yes, I love that comp. Yeah, nice one, Carl. Yeah, you've joined in every time, haven't you? Yeah, I've looked forward to it, Carl. It should be good. Yeah, it's good bit of fun, that, isn't it? And I would say you can show off your shooting skills and you could get your channel a bit of exposure. Dazzle, not bad. Thanks, Mike. Matt said, down here in Cornwall, it's been packed with holiday, mate. As it really, don't surprise me. Don't surprise me. Military said, do you play old games? Nintendo, PlayStation? I've got a PS4 and I play like anything. So I'm into playing old games. But at the minute, the only way I can stream is using the PlayStation 4. So whatever I can play on that. Latest game I'm streaming is Resident Evil 8. Tactical, that's a good point. I never thought of that. He should 6, oh bugger. That rules out the XR out. At least you have to shoot it, load it back up. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? He said, my favourite lot of cunts. Yeah, I play anything military. Catman said, you need to They need to make a hooker cab service. So every night when the bar ends, safe ride home and happy ending. Now that's the way to go, isn't it? I would get in that taxi any day. Nice one, Pete. With the Red Rider, nice one. I'll try and match that with Summit. Irishman said, I was watching women's beach volleyball at the Olympics today. Picked up a nasty wrist injury. Like so, I gutted I missed that. The best bit of the Olympics, isn't it? Tim said, all shooting competition, excuse me. My excuse to buy a new sporting goods. They are. Nice one, Timbo. Sing, you right, mate? Carl said, HW80 this time. I got one. Oh, you're one you got out to skip. Nice, I look forward to that, Carl. So I'm guessing there won't be a centre fire. Well, no, you use whatever you want, and I'll just have to, if you use a rifle, I'll just have to use an air rifle. Because I've had people joining with shotguns. You know, Sam joined in with a shotgun with a cartridge in it that shot sort of 5, you know, a bit of buckshot, not buckshot, 00 buck, whatever. John Freethinker, you right, mate? And John Kenny, you right? He said, when I was little, my family hadn't much, but bought me a G.I. Joe for Christmas. I opened it, an empty box. It said, G.I. Joe Deserter. Yeah, you can join in firearms, it doesn't matter. Whatever, you know, it's not a, you know, you join in with whatever you want. I've had people join in with mini cannons. Electro used to join in with a mini cannon and a Derringer. Yeah, try your 38, John. Yeah, if you use a pistol, I'll try and match it. You know, if you use a 38 pistol, I just have to match it with a pistol. Best I can do. You know what I mean? Airgun said, what sort of distance for the competition, Mike? Yeah, well, I think my maximum is 15 meters. It's the longest I can get, I think. But if you want to do further, you can. But my maximum is 15 meters. That's the distance of my garden. I just uploaded a video, did you, John? I'll check that out. And Liam said, I bought my son some retro consoles. Ah, nice. Yeah, we've got a the old Nintendos. Eric Hussein's on. Eric, I'm going to show you the video I made. This is the video. So what it is, if someone ever said, hello, Eric, by the way. I was a bit excited when I saw you on. So Eric's in. Eric is at the end of this video and featuring in it, but the voice isn't in. So Eric, if someone, I play little clips now, if someone says certain things. So if someone says to me, Mike, are you getting any more weapons? I can now play this. So Mike, you getting any more weapons?
I want a katana, a pistol, a shotgun, a machine gun.
All the shit you shouldn't have.
Well, I gave you a little shout out at the end, Derek, because I thought you deserved one for letting me use that. That's one of my favourite videos, that is. I can't remember. Londino, I might be able to tell you what it was called, but that's literally the whole video. Yeah, I thought I'd change it into that's me and all the things I want, and then my bank account saying, oh, the shit you can't have. Right, I'm going to try and catch up a bit. I may have to miss a couple of comments. So that's a good one. I really like when Eric put that video on. It was fucking hilarious, and one of the funniest videos I've seen on YouTube. I need that for my clips. Eric's probably not seen half of these. I've got this one that I made. This is Slingshot Warrior.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
I told him not to point guns at his face. Glad you liked it, Eric. He's laughing, said that's gold, dude. Which one do you want, Londinium? The Slingshot Warrior one or the Eric's one? Oh, you never saw the Crazy Kid? Yeah. It's brilliant. It's literally just like a 13-second long clip. I added Eric cutting at the end because I thought he deserved a shout out for it. That's another part of my Warrock HW45 2.2. Took all sorts of varmint. Yeah, bet it did. Oh, you want to see the Crazy Kid? All right, yeah. So the original, obviously, I didn't put on, you know, obviously it didn't have my writing on it, but it's called something like there's still hope for the kids of the future or something like that. Right, you ready?
I want a katana, a pistol, a
good. All the shit you shouldn't have.
I know, so I thought Eric deserved a bit of a show for his old sword cutting skills. But it's so funny. Honestly, that's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Yeah, I'll try and send you it, Londonian. It's something like there's still hope for kids of today. Something like that. Brilliant video. Yeah, I've been secretly hoping that the kid stands out again, making loads of loads of nice saying what he wants. Yeah, brilliant video, that one. 83 Air Gunner said, Mike, have you seen the video of the man looking down the shotgun barrel and he hang fires? I have seen that, yes. Yeah. What Slingshot is shooting in that video, that clip, is actually it's a paintball gun. But he did keep accidentally. He did keep looking down the barrels though, and I told him not to because it's very dangerous. You could have a hang fire with that, and that airsoft, not airsoft, that thing he's got, that paintball gun, is 12 foot-pound. 12 foot-pound that far away from your face could blind you easily, break your nose, break your eye socket. See you later, John. Take care, mate. Singh said the sword cutting video by Joe Smorg. He made some funny noises when he cut things, like he sneezes. Or was he trying to shoo a cat? That George Sprav, do you mean? Or is that someone else? Yeah, I did notice he'd make some weird old noises. John said there's a good value in the Sega plug-and-play games, featuring all the arcade. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'll play anything. We've actually still got Master System, Mega Drive, NES, Super NES, GameCube, N64, Wii. I managed to get a Switch, PS4, PS3, PS2. Undeem said, well, 12 foot-pound is strong enough to go through hardwood, so it'll probably stick in your skull. Well, there you go. Exactly, London. Can you imagine holding that to your face? He said I did ask him if I could put that video on, but it was partly to try and hopefully sort of shame him into stop doing it, because he did it like 5 times in that video. Very, very stupid thing to do. Carl says Slingshot is the dude. He is the dude though. If anyone put any comments on I missed a minute ago, re-put them on. I will answer them. It's just I was, but I have seen that bloke doing the yeah. Fuck's sake, tactical. So this stream is shite. Stroke Crow, please. I'm gonna have to put the normal Crow on first. If I put Stroke Crow on, the new viewers will be like, "What the fuck is that?" I will treat them to Stroke Crow afterwards. But you're saying you're not enjoying this channel, Tactical?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is this not why you're here? Fuck's sake, man. I'll put Stroke Crow on later, because I'll put that one straight away. Like, what the fuck is that? Wizard Trigger says, show them my picture of the pellet in my head if you can. I'll give it a go. I might have to show it on my phone, because those videos are all pre-uploaded. John Kenny said, is the Legolas self-loading bow that George Sprav and Todd's Workshop had a while ago commercially available? It is, but I think it would probably cost you about £1,000. Personally, I would not spend that kind of money on something like that. John said 320 foot-pound is the 38. What the 38 will do. Guess that shop employee did. You'll never guess that he pointed it at you. Did he really? Well, so someone's selling you a gun, shop pointed at you. Nutters. Utter nutters. And he said, just checked, and I've got like £1,000 worth of orders. Said, fucking AR. Nice. AR. Londonian.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Nice one, mate. What the hell is Stroke Crow? Stroke Crow is the same Gladiator clip, but it's been someone's face swapped my face onto it, but it makes Russell Crowe look like he's had a stroke. So we now call it Stroke Crow. Pete said, didn't stroke a crow, but I fed a pigeon today by hand. Nice one. John said, that sideways angle, it made my arse clench. I bet it fucking did. Bet it did. It's a bit like them videos where they show a bloke in a fucking gun range showing like people how to handle a gun, and he misfires it. I'd walk straight out. I would just walk out. I wouldn't even bother at that point. Yeah, so Flaz, who was it saying about the pellet in their head? Was it Wizard Trigger, wasn't it? If I can get it up on my phone, I'll show you Wizard Trigger's pellet in his head. But I have to get it on my phone. Alexander said, I'm back. Overcooked my pasta a bit. Still pissed about the Euros. That's a fucking ages ago. Oh, I can't believe someone brought that up. Persia would bring it up tonight if he was on, but I don't think he's on tonight. I've gone on YouTube. No, I haven't. Right, I might have to leave it with a trigger. I think I'm a bit too, drunk. I've only had one. That's it. Anyone into retro games, I mainly stream those on Twitch. Plug. Put a link on Tactical. Put a link onto your Twitch. So Tactical's going to put a link to his Twitch. Follow it and follow me. I'm on Twitch 10:30 till 12, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the evening. Not Friday because I'm on Ian. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's it. L44 in his face. That's it, John. Pink said, that guy at the range with a revolver. That's it. Yes. I would walk straight out at that point. Thank you, CM. Yeah, there's a link to my Twitch now if anyone wants to watch it. If you like these chats and want to have a bit more of a personal chat, join my Twitch. Right, and Tactical will put his on eventually. Yes, I'm the problem is with the trigger, I would do it, but on my phone, trying to get to, because I've got two Facebook accounts. I have my personal one, and then I have my Weapon Collector one, but they're essentially one account. But to get to them, to get it to change to the other one's actually quite difficult on a phone. And in all honesty, it'd probably look terrible on here. But everyone just imagine an X-ray of a skull like that and a pellet about here, I think it is, or is it up here? But it's in the middle sort of thing. Don't look good. I hope you've got good imaginations. Oh, military said, do you have any German military items or swords or equipment? I ain't got nothing German. Yeah, as Zed says, I don't really collect militaria per se. I collect sort of sporting goods, as we call them, weapons, but no, I'm not really into actually militaria. Yeah. Thankfully, can't find the link on the Xbox, but username is Pirate Daz. All right, so yeah, you should just be able to go to. I'll tell you what, I'll get it up for you. Tactical. If I can find my. Let's see. The problem is where I've got this sort of squashed up. It never ever works properly, like how you just expect it to. Nah, too much, too awkward to do. Singh said, Mike, you should organise a meet, have a barbecue, food for sale, merchandise for sale, stalls. It'd be good to get together with some people interested. Yeah, I think that'd be excellent. I'll try and sort it out, Tactical. When I looked, it was a bit too awkward to do. But yeah, if you do Pirate Daz _ that you should just find it on Twitch anyway. Singh, I think that's a good idea, but at the same time, not. We talk about that sometimes. We think, oh, I don't know. What you imagine if someone sort of like maliciously sort of called the police, and then I reckon there'd be, what did we call it? It'd be the battle of something anyway. It'd probably be national news. The battle of, I don't know. But yeah. I reckon it'd be all right. That would be good. The only problem is there are some malicious cunts about, so you'd have to it'd have to be very private, and it would have to be sort of invite only sort of thing. But maybe one day, or what we'd have to do is we'd all have to just go and meet up at someone else's meet, you know. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you know, when they do the preppers meet, there'd be nothing stopping us. Yeah, Battle of Buckinghamshire. Exactly. There's nothing stopping us all going to preppers meet. I mean, meeting up there. It's an already organised meet. You know, it's already been this year, but yeah, there would be nothing stopping us going to that. And then and all the other people there are decent blokes anyway. It's just we'd be taking it over. That was Battle of YouTube, or Battle of the Bastards. Battle of the YouTube Bastards. Fuck's sake. You are Flatty. Good night, mate. Thank you for the donation tonight. I appreciate it. Militaria said, why can you explain why you don't collect Militaria? I don't. There's no reason, really. Really no reason. It's just yeah, I don't know. Don't really reason. None said I don't really care about dodgy people or dangerous places. Well, it's not that. I said I don't want to, you know. There's too many. I don't know. There'd be people out there to spoil it. I think, but not in a violent way. You know, just people are dickheads, aren't they? Yeah. But there are some weird malicious cunts about. Did you really, Alex Saint? Nice. Yeah, that's strange. There you go. Well, you were reasonably close to me then. You right, T2? How you doing, mate? Dad said, Battle of the Blue Bastards, you mean? Yes. Yes, exactly. Iron Man said, surplus ammo boxes are good for keeping tools in. Bunny said, yeah, that's soon piped down. Yes, I suppose they were, didn't they? Military Collectible said, not interested in World War II. Oh, I am, but all right. I had a Bren gun once. I had a deactivated Bren gun. How's that for World War II military for you? I had a Bren gun. What it is, I've got no interest in anything other than weapons themselves. So I've got no obsession with World War II, World War I, anything like that, German, English, whatever. I just buy whatever I like. So if I look at something and I like it, I buy it. Can't afford DX now. If I could go back in time and when I had a lot more money, I probably would have bought a lot more antique swords and a lot more antique bayonets. But I didn't at the time. I'll tell you what, partly what it was. I used to think all antique stuff was rubbish because it was old before I realised that actually most antique stuff's probably better than the shit you can get today. Better made. Oh, actually, yeah. And trench knives. I absolutely love trench knives, but they're illegal over here now. And that's something I can smell the weapons from a mile away. Rick, you know what, mate? You sort of buy lots of guitars. So I like saying, how come you was around sort of my way then? I say my way. Buckinghamshire is massive, but yeah. Right. I might go and get myself a glass for my vodka. What video should I put on? Got to be something reasonably long. John said, would a D-guard dagger be legal? It depends. D-guard is legal because it's a guard. But if you started putting little spikes on the guard, it would then be classed as something to punch, so it wouldn't be. But an actual D-guard is all right because it's a guard. You just have to be careful with what kind of how the guard is. That it's not designed for punching. Nick said, would a trench knife not count as an antique? Well, yes, if it's over 100 years old, it is all right, actually, Nick. You're right. Or saying that, I think Jumbo Sabu said potentially not still. I don't know, though. That's it, Mike. Mike's pissed. He's singing My Way. Right. What do you want? Donation or merch ad or intermission taking a piss? Whoever writes first gets it. I won't be long. Right, fuck it. I'll override everyone. This is how to support me if you ever want to. People have been supporting me tonight already. Don't go mad with the comments because I won't see them and I'll have to really struggle to read them. So lay off the comments till I get back. Right. Here's how to support me. The link is in the chat and the link is in the top of the description. But now I need a piss. So you should have wrote all together now, piss hands. Where's my fucking stuff? I ain't got no way to clean my hands. Little fuckers, isn't you? Oh yeah, evidence. What you don't know, that's piss in that. So I trick you. Agile-minded. Oh, I don't know. I think that's personal preference, that is. Right, where am I? Military. So planning to go to London. What should I visit military related? You'll have to ask someone who knows, but there's loads of really good places in London you could visit, military places. Alex said, I bet 100 quid that COVID started in Mike's room. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. I am in Wuhan right now. I just don't tell you lot. You lot think I'm in Buckinghamshire. Wee fingers. What did I say, Tactical? I said, does he realise that's what he's saying it to? Challenge accepted. What did I say? Lidl. Is that what you're telling him to go to Lidl now? I thought you know. Well, I am. I'm in loads of different places, Tactical. I'm all over the place. Military said, where do you live? Any old historian? Not round my way. Not that I can think of. There probably is though. Londonian said there's so many war-related places and sites in London. Well, there is, isn't there? There's shitloads, isn't there? you'd be spoilt rotten for things like that. And you go to London. It's 10:30 already. Oh, fuck. Don't go over. Cheers. $50 people on. Get liking. Get fucking liking. Come on, and they disappear. Yeah, the Hellfire Caves are good, Liam. I think he might have meant specifically London. But it's not that far. Go down the motorway, isn't it? Katana or a British sword? I'll tell you what, military, I would probably pick British sword nowadays. Yeah, British sword. Some kind of British sword. I ain't got a British sword, though. But if I could go back in time, like I said, when I had a lot of money, well, not a lot of money, when I worked, and I could afford things like that, you know, I had some disposable income, which I don't have now. Because my income mainly comes from you lot donating on here. I can afford to buy shit like that about once a week. Now, if you mean military tactical, he's all right. I think he's just interested in questions. I could always just let you lot answer the questions for a bit. Or do you mean you just didn't have a chance to block no one yet? Leonard said, ice must be a slice of lemon. It would have been when I looked in the fridge. All the lemons from last time was all fucking mouldy. Brave Fire, so I'm still looking at War for PPK. I don't know if I should get it or not. Get it, mate. If you can afford it, get it. Yeah, you know I'm treating myself. If there's actual tonic water and ice coming out, that's me having a treat. Normally it's warm vodka and warm water. Even if the water's cold, if the water's cold and it's freshly come out of my nice Brita filter jug, that's like a treat for me. You got it. You got it in one. It's a drunk stream, not a fucking chase. He's all right. No, I don't think he deserves a block for that, but I understand where you're coming from. Someone click the link. Check it's not Slingshot Warrior. That'd be the perfect cover being called Military Collectible Belgium. Yeah, strongest is subjective, exactly. Merlin said, do you sell the horizontal aluminium safety switches to replace the plastic ones? Also, is that a Ricky shirt? It is, Merlin. Nice spot, mate. Ricky shirt, Ricky sideburns. My favourite character from Trailer Park Boys. Right now, Merlin, I don't actually sell them because I've not made any, and I've also got an injury in my side. When all that's sorted, when I'm injuries free and I get time, I will make some to sell. Yes, if people want them, yeah, and it looks like people do. Yes, very nice spot on the Ricky shirt. Rhino Bushcraft, right, mate? He said, "What's the best crossbow you can get at any price range?" Oh, pistol crossbow. If you mean proper dedicated pistol crossbow, I would say something like this, which is the Tomcat 2 or the Horizon Redback. But they also class the Cobra Adder as a pistol, but it's not. The Cobra Adder is bigger than a full-size crossbow. Tomcat 2, Almex Tomcat 2, or the Horizon Redback. Singh said, Mike, what is the best pistol? Oh, no, I read that, didn't I? What? Hang on, that's two comments in the exact same. Singh said, what is the best pistol crossbow you would recommend that accept all types of arrows and accessories? The one I just showed, Armex Tomcat 2. I'd say the Tomcat 2 because it can have the stock extender. It becomes a little carbine crossbow. You can still use it like a pistol if you wanted to. It's small enough. Agile minded said, big respect to you, Mike. I received my Redback on Monday. Damn the fucker. But guess who's jammed Redback video saved my life and son. Oh, nice one. That's excellent. I'm glad that shit helps, and I'm glad people mentioning it helps. Yeah, nice one, mate. Yeah, 'cause that must be a nightmare if there's nothing to sort it out, isn't it? I imagine it's the little places, eh, Mike? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you find even cold water a treat, that's the thing. I think people get bogged down with too much. Keep what you class as a treat pretty simple, and then when you get something really good, it's fucking amazing. London, so my Tomcat 2 is still going strong. It's decent. Yeah, I would say for the amount of accessories you can get on it, because you can get the stock extender on it as well. And I prefer the stock. I know the Redback can have a stock extender, but I don't think the Redback one looks as good as the Tomcat 2 one. The Tomcat 2 one looks like part of the Crossbow, whereas the Redback one works fine, works decent actually, but don't quite look right. But not that that matters. But I think the Tomcat 2 one, you can barely notice it's on it. I'm looking up there because they're up there. Rhino said, I heard there's a petition trying to ban all crossbows over £4 draw weight. So I'm stocking up. Well, you say that. I heard, well, not I heard, I was sent what the government replied to it. And as far as I'm aware, I cannot see why the government, I know you can't trust the government, but I can't see them lying about this. Their response to that petition was pretty much saying, well, we changed the laws in the 80s. We think those laws are still perfectly acceptable now. We're not going to change them. If they were going to change them, why wouldn't they just say on that petition, yeah, because if they said, yeah, we're going to change them, it'd be like, yeah, look, the government are actually doing something for once, to the people doing these petitions. The government pretty much said they're not going to do it. And I hope that's fucking true. Winter Trigger said, what's your best air gun that you don't have anymore? Oh, well, funny thing is, best air gun I ever had, that I ain't got anymore, is probably my HW45. That's what most people would say would be the best one. But I could never get on with it. John Kenny said, I like the Dark Docs channel, Dark Skies, Files, Space and Seas. I'll have to check that out. What they'd call it if they started, what would they call it if they started a porn channel? I don't know. You have to tell me. Mike, I've got an order for you, if you can. I need some custom leather sheaths made for a new batch of knives. Can you do them? Right. Get hold of me Tuesday and we'll talk about it when I ain't drinking. But I can give it a go. It may have to wait at least a couple of weeks till I start them, though. The only problem is, London, I'm massively behind on everything at the minute. I'm about 6 months fucking behind on everything now because of my side keep hurting. As soon as, I reckon in about 2 weeks, I should be able to, because even carrying light things is bringing it back now. Not that, making a sheath would do it, but I'd like to be careful at the minute. But yeah, you know me, I'll try and sort you out. But yeah. Electro's on. How you doing, Electro? You all right, mate? Good to see you on. For those who aren't aware, shooting competition's coming up soon. Shooting contest. I mentioned it earlier, but I know you always join in, don't you, Electro? And I said, wrapped my Horizon stock in black rifle tape. Agree that without modding, the Horizon stock doesn't look as fitting. Yes, you're right. Yeah, it don't look the same, does it? That's good. We got Londinium, Captain Electro, and Eric on. So I know you lot don't get on that often, so it's nice to see you on. It's nice to sort of see the regular people who I watch get on the chats all at the same time. By the way, if people want to, you can join on camera if you want. I've not bothered putting the thing up yet, unless people have been emailing me. But if anyone wants to actually come on and talk to me, they can. I'll check my emails. I'll put the info up in a minute. I like to have a couple of drinks first, and it gets me in the mood. I'll keep my emails up. But I'll put the information up in a minute. Basically, just email me and I'll send you the link. And on said, attach a Jaxie backbone too. It's worth it. Noob Bear said, do you think you should have weapons when you're intoxicated? I'm not touching any weapons. No crime against being in a room with weapons. I know how to be around weapons. Nate, how you doing, mate? You right? And he said, how you doing, mate? I saw a video today on the Steamboat Stinger 2. Wonder if you know what it is and thoughts. We could go on about that for ages. Right, it's George Sprav's newest magazine, Crossbow, isn't it? I would say it's still massively overpriced. It's still weaker than the Armex Tomcat 2 and the Redback, and actually it's still weaker than this, because the standard version of the Steamboat is £55, which, yeah. So you don't even get, it goes on about the £90 version, you don't even get that. You have to pay extra for the £90 version. And it still has the same mechanism as one of these really old, outdated crossbows. There's less to go wrong, but the sting wears out quicker, and, you know, I think it looks good, but I don't know. You're off, Liam. Good night, mate. Electro said, I'm going to try and do the blowpipe this year if you can find enough darts laying around the shop floor. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I look forward to it. Well, listen, where can I find a link for the Horizon stock? 3D cabin, and it will fit on an XR. Yeah, 3D cabin. .3dcabin.co.uk, sorry. By the way, if no one's interested in joining, that's fine by me anyway, because I don't have to have the risk of people saying and doing things I don't want to. I can relax more. But most people who join, I can trust anyway. I wouldn't have them on anyway. And that sense, they're illegal in the UK. That's why Electro's doing it. That's why he's using it. But no, Electro likes to come on with unusual things. Electro, I think the first shooting competition used a mini cannon. When I say a mini cannon, it's still this big with a golf ball sized bore. And then the second time he used a Derringer. But I love his weird ones. That cannon was, no one expected that. It was brilliant. It literally just blew the fucking target to pieces. There was nothing there. But that's what made it funny. Pete said, I can't join tonight. If I was off tomorrow, I would. Timbo said, night all. Been good to actually watch your live stream. Thank you for joining in, Timbo. I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, have a good evening, mate. Right. So just reading the comments, most of it was just people saying good night and that. That's it. If Blowguns are banned here, why don't the little gits in McDonald's never get lifted when they straws to shoot paper? Exactly. It's one of those things. I reckon if you stood in, if the police saw you using a blowgun, they wouldn't come up to you and say nothing. Why would you ever even think a blowgun would be illegal to even own? Such a mental case thing. I don't know where some of these laws make no fucking sense at all. Yeah. Makes no sense at all, does it? Oh, and also, if you want my email, I might as well whack that up while I'm here. Alex Sampson, have you seen Wolverine claws? Yeah, they're probably... Well, the thing is, hand claws are illegal, but I don't know if Wolverine claws would class as that, because Wolverine claws are their own thing, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'll just look at my emails quickly, see if there was any in there. But I have seen Wolverine claws. I've seen the ones I always like was there's knuckle dusters. There's a knuckle duster with great big claws sticking off them. Alex Saint said, ban cheap Chinese. No, don't ban a weapon designed to go through human tissue, a bayonet or ambulance. Exactly. Makes no sense, doesn't it? Electro said they can't ban a pipe from a hardware store. I used to make my own blowguns and darts out of kebabskis. That's it. It makes... I'll be honest with you, Electro. I have no idea why these laws were passed in the first place. Like because originally it was just it was banned to buy. You could still own and use a blowgun. You just technically couldn't buy it. But if you could get one or make it, you could then own it. I've no idea why that came about. No one's ever been killed with a blowgun. And the weird thing is, it's only 19 items. We can have shitloads of stuff. You know, you can see all the other stuff we can have. I never understand why there's these specific 19 items. Very bizarre. Right, if anyone wants my email, is it in the description? Someone have a look in the description, see if it's in the description anywhere. Otherwise, I don't need to. If anyone wants my email, just ask for it, and I'll put it on the. I'll put it in the chat. Then said, can't own a blowgun, but can walk around with a cat about hanging out your pocket. Exactly. Jacob, yeah, get your drugs in, mate. Get your drugs in. And Electro said, yeah, he can have a blowgun, but can't have a cat about hanging out of his pocket. Yeah. Yeah. Bizarre, isn't it? Then said, blowguns are evil ninja weapons. And any ninja weapons, even if they ain't ninja weapons, must be banned, according to Maggie. Yeah. Maggie, and I often wonder, it wasn't nothing to do with, what's her name? Was it Mary Whitehouse, was it? Catman said, I heard you guys can't get airsoft guns unless you go... Well, that's another weird one. If you just get it orange, or if you get them in a colour, you can have them. It's very bizarre. If you want the realistic looking ones, this is the weird thing. Realistic BB gun, you need a type of license sort of thing. But if it's orange, you don't need that. But you can also have deactivated guns, which is actual real gun, you know, that just don't fire, that looks exactly like a real gun because that's what it is. It just doesn't fire. No license at all. No restrictions, no nothing. The only difference is that's actually a real gun. They just don't shoot. Surely any cunt who's got a bit of sense can see a BB gun's made of plastic. Natural circuit. I killed someone with a blowjob once. Not sure about a blowgun. Captain Leonard said, are they trying to adjust our savage attitudes by banning the odds? I don't know. But it's very bizarre, isn't it? Yeah, very bizarre. Very, very specific things. But in a way, that's a good thing. It means we've still got loads of, I've got loads of shit I still have, T2 said he has his second Pfizer jab today. Arm aches a bit, but I have slept on and off today and early this evening. We'll take that. Because because I was really ill after the first jab. I've heard that can happen. Yeah, Mary Shithouse, I should have said. Mary Shithouse. Electra said, backyard knife dude sent me some 2.2 cal pellets today. I have a pistol in that car, but now I need a rifle. Nice one, yeah. I've got some 2.2 rifles. Electro, did you know, nothing to do with that, but talking about throwing knives, did you know I've got one of these? I don't know if you saw the video or not. I don't know how much you are into this person's videos, but anyone who's into throwing knives, Eric might be. Eric, you off work tonight? Do you recognise that? Do you know who sent me it? Personally, straight from them as well. Some of you lot will know because I showed it last night, but I know Electro's into his throwing knives. Tat said, Yukara needed unless they're 50% bright colour. But as Mike said, you can have RIF, BB, 4.5mm guns. Electro said, not an anti-government, but I dream of a day when millions of people riot about the offensive weapon act. Sadly, over here, it would never happen because it's been too long now, and like with the firearm stuff, it's not like in America where it's sort of knocked into you from a very early age. Second Amendment and all that stuff. You're taught that in school as a kid. Literally, all you ever get taught about weapons in this country is you're a nutter if you collect them, and you're a criminal, and you shouldn't have them, and you know what I mean. See you later, Eric. That was off of Adam Teledin. Yeah, Adam Teledin sent me that. I think this is one of the prototypes to his new ones he's selling, the Top Dog. If you look at the Top Dog, it's ever so slightly different. I reckon this was one of the prototypes. Lovely thing. And actually, yeah, Adam has some great knives. I bought 3 of the arrows. Oh, did you get some, did you, Electra? Yeah. They're good at sticking, aren't they? See you later, Eric. It was good to see you on, mate, because I know you don't get on very often. Not really the right time for you, are they? Eric would have been on the drugs tonight. Not an inside one. No, he likes to smoke. What time would that? How many hours is that, Electro, from now? That'd be quite a while, wouldn't it? I can't remember if you're East Coast, West Coast. Oh, you're off to work. Oh, you're off work. Sorry, Eric, because of the drinking. You're off work. I did wonder. Yeah, because I know often you're at work, aren't you? So you don't get on. That's the booze for you. That's the booze. Catching me already. I ain't even had that many. Eric is not off. He was saying he's off work. So, Electro, how many hours from now is it? Let me work it out. So, what? 4 hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I might try and catch you because I might be awake then. Oh, as a warning to everyone, I might, when I go into the what I call the Wendy house, the summer house, I might stream for another hour from my phone while me and Jake are playing darts. If you're up for that. So if anyone wants to do late night modding and then tell me when to stop, you can. Oh, 3 hours, Electro. He said the arrow throwers just throw so natural. If you throw them too hard, they don't stick as well. Yeah, there's something about these are well designed, ain't they? You know, I noticed because I don't know if you heard me saying the other day, because I play darts, I have a habit of throwing a throwing knife similar to a dart, as in, if you watch Adam Teledin throw a throwing knife, he fucking whacks it as hard as he can, throws it like really hard. I don't do that. I tend to I like full spin. I only really throw full spin. That's the only one I really like throwing. I have done no spin, and that's a bit of an acquired technique, isn't it? The good thing with no spin, though, whatever, you can do it from any distance. But this fucking thing, even with a gentle throw, will stick every time, even in a non-end grain target. Fuck's sake, man. My snake just escaped from its enclosure. It's loose in the house. Fuck's sake. Well, I hope that's all good. Where's your son? Zach Attacks, right, mate? He said, Alex, I'll be a mod. I expect. Well, you get Alex Saint. He's expecting wages. I think the other mods ought to have a word with Alex Saint for that. But Alex Saint, you can get paid exactly the same as I do from YouTube. So it's coming. You just wait. I warn you, it'll be a long fucking wait. You can get paid the exact same amount I do from YouTube. And that's just speaking of darts versus knives. If I use military half spin, I feel like I'm aiming a dart. And I need to practice some different techniques. I've always liked the full spin though. But no spin gets difficult past 10 feet. If you want to put distant power into the if you want to put decent power into the throw. That's better get practicing stop. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I'll be on here at about 11:30. I'm going to text me old mother and say what time to get to bed. And when she tells me, I'll know what time I'm finishing. I may go off at 12 anyway, because I came on early. And also there are people sleeping, so... There's snakes. Why should you never have sex with a snake? Girls hiss and tell. No, I'm not sorry. Oh, son. No, that was good. You know, I always respect your I always respect a Z joke because they're always fucking relevant. Oh, Zed said, funny thing is, according to English law, it's legal for an Englishman to shoot a Scotsman. I wouldn't try that though. I think you still get live. Yeah, isn't there a weird thing about on a certain day you can shoot like a Welshman with a bow or something? Well, it's got to be on a specific day though. Alex says, all jokes aside, though, being a mod wouldn't be that bad. It means I could ban all the bellends. If I need you later, Alex, I'll add you, mate. I don't mind doing that. I'll have to try military half spin electro. I don't know if I've ever really tried it. What's the difference between military half spin and just half spin? Or is that what they call half spin, military half spin? I don't really know. Yeah, just wrap it around here. Shit got weird, exactly. Fuck's sake, this fucking bowl is full of water. Alright, I'm going to tip this water down the bottom because I don't want a bowl full of water. Oh, also, before I'm too pissed, let me put these fucking crossbows away. It's on my bed. And that knife. Right, no more knives or crossbows getting out now. I'll be fucking sleeping in the room. London said, I think I've been a mod for 6 months now, and I think I've banned 0 people. That's a good sign, though, isn't it? It means you don't need it to. Or it means some of the other mods jumped in there with their ban hammer. Nice one, Dan. And he said, Cats and Electro, apparently their blowjobs are fantastic. Hang on. He deserves a clap for that. Like I say, Zeds are always on topic. Catman said, who is your favourite English king? King Arthur. 100%. Without even needing to think. King Arthur. Don't actually. Was the King Arthur from the I know there is a real King Arthur. But was the king? I don't think the King Arthur from the actual King Arthur fable was a real person, was he? I may be wrong. Zed will tell me any second now. I know he knows his stuff about that. King Arthur. Or maybe could I get told by some delusional nutcases that I look like Henry VIII? Probably lived the same, slightly apart from all the birds and all the divorces and beheadings. I live a little bit of a lifestyle of Henry VIII. And when I had gout, the first thing the doctor said to me was, you know, that's the exact illness Henry VIII would have had. Right, and sorry, this is the only clip I've got of him. It's not Henry VIII, but...
Are you retarded?
This was Henry VIII. Not saying you're retarded for asking that. So, yeah, I've been compared to Henry VIII quite a few times. So, cheers, Henry. Oh, fucking shoulder hurts. Do you know what, London? He said, was that blackout? I don't actually know what that's from. Because if you look in the background, I'll play it again in a second. He's in a modern house. And I think the woman in the background is either cooking something or or ironing something. I don't actually know what it's from. I'll play it again quickly. But yeah, Brian Blessed was a king in Blackadder, wasn't he?
What, are you retarded?
Yeah, there's a bird in the background ironing. I don't know what that's from. It's just I love the old Brian Blessed things. He is perfect for these sort of weird insults. And that was, you know, when there's the trolls on or someone being a bit of a dick, I can put that on. We ain't had diarrhea yet, though, have we, tonight? Zed said, the King Arthur everyone thinks of is something made up by the Normans as propaganda, hence the King of all England bit. But Arthur was fighting to stop England from ever existing. Arthur was fighting to stop England from ever existing. That's strange, isn't it? Yeah, because I know that the mythical King Arthur thing is like a made-up story, but there was a King Arthur, wasn't there? But yeah, if anyone has any, if anyone's eaten anything and got a bit of bad guts, you might have this.
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
That's what it said. Our common insult here in Southern states is bless your heart. Well, if they're being thick, you say, oh, bless your heart. Yeah. We've probably got similar things like that. That's a good old case of sarcasm, that, isn't it? Sort of thing. You know us, we love a bit of sarcasm. Peter came back at a good time. Lol. I need to put the whole video on. Do you want me to upload the whole video right now, and we can watch the whole 3-minute version? If a couple of you say yeah, upload the 3-minute version, I'll upload it right now while I'm streaming. Hopefully, it shouldn't be an issue. But there's a 3-minute version of that. Dad said he was fighting and defeated the Saxons who created England in the end after Arthur's death. Oh, I get you, Dad. Alex said I found 20 quid and some change in a pot next to some random camper in a town centre. Lucky bastard. Right. Yes.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Oh, I get you, Alexa. Yeah, if I see an ugly baby, bless their heart. You should do diarrhea coming over shotgun. All right, I'll upload the long version now if I've got it. Pretty sure I have. 4 minutes long. If the the video starts to buffer or anything, let me know. Like if it's too much uploading and at the same time. But I'm uploading. I'm uploading the video now. Actually, it's 4 minutes long. So be prepared. Richard, King Arthur taught Mike, you won't have to build Caliburn. Just don't hurt yourself pulling out of the stone. Oh, I've noticed it actually is doing an internet thing at the minute. So if this is stuttering, let me know and I'll try and stop it. Actually, I can't stop it anyway. So hopefully we're just going to have to ride this out now. Yeah, Excalibur. I don't want to change that to Caliburn, Rich. That's it. He wasn't king either. Right, it shouldn't be long. I can't actually stop it now, though, sadly. Right, it's on. It's on. It's done. Back. Oh, Henry 8.0 from BBC. Thank you, Morgan. How you doing, mate? You right? Right, so who wants to see a 4-minute clip of someone tearing their arsehole out of diarrhea and talking to themselves while they do it? Because if you don't, you're getting it anyway, sadly. See you in 4.
Guys, Give me 1 second. Oh, I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh. Hey. He's fire. He's crossing. He got Gary Shine. Hello? I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. A little bit of an interlude. That's what we call diarrhea in the States.
I lost 10 fucking viewers doing that. Thanks, Slingshot. That genuinely happened live. It was the funniest thing I've ever fucking seen watching that live at the time. Oh my God. And he's done it twice. I think Me and Irishman was on there. Ooh, I remember Me and Irishman was on there. I know that. And you've never, yeah. There's bits where he was saying ceasefire. Yeah. Now you know why I just played a little 3-second version. Fuck me. If that's what a fucking Caesar salad does to Slingshot Warrior. He lets me play that. I asked his permission. He even said I could send that into something like, like these clip shows, the adult kind of clip shows where you can do like swearing in that and like ruder things, like Rude Tube. There's a program over here called Rude Tube. He told me, send it in if you want. I've never, I don't know, maybe it's normal, but I do not shit like that. Even if it feels my arsehole's turning inside out. I do not make noises like that. I certainly do not say things like ceasefire. Ceasefire. I'm going to order some Papa John's now or something. Alex said, what do you call a man with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. Hang on, I've got a sound effect, not for the joke, but for Slingshot Warrior. That wasn't good though, was it? Oh, and who wanted to know what Stroke Crow was? I can put Stroke Crow on now. Ceasefire. That fucked up the conversation, didn't it? What was we talking about for that? Oh, Rich and Zed. I did not know about Caliburn or Cliburnus. I didn't know that was the sword. I like the King Arthur stuff, but I'm not massively read up on it, so I don't know the difference between the swords. So Caliburn is the one you pull from the sword. Yeah. Oh, and Excalibur was given him by the Lady in the Lake, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, Pete said, let's see it. Yeah, because Tactical wanted to see Stroke Crow. I'll show you normal Crow. So this is my normal Crow. So if you start complaining about the video, saying, oh, this ain't a very good stream.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Is this not why you're here? Exactly. But Persia Destroyers made me a version. With face swap. You ready? This is Stroke Crow.
Are you not entertained?
Does that actually look like me? Because I don't think it does. But here's my face. Brief fire said, what time are you coming off, mate? Right. I'm going to stop around about 12-ish, maybe a little bit later. But I'm going to then go into my summer house, and I might carry on for another hour and a half, 2 hours, maybe. I will carry on, but whether it works. I have Tactical. I look good on that, don't I? That's what I look like when I'm holding my gut in. I relax when I'm on here, but that was me, sucking it in a little bit. All the muscles are really there. I just suck it, in a little bit. On here, I'm more relaxed. Richard said, in the stories, Mike, not sure about real history, but tales are tales. Oh, exactly. But you've never heard of Caliburn or whatever. I know you, and I know Zed know their stuff about that. Alex Saint, he's talking about food there, so I'll leave that one. DS Crow. Tactical said, you've been working out, I've read that. And you're like, oh, Catman said, I heard they're making a gladiator. I think I heard that as well, you saying that. I think I heard that myself as well. Yeah, I don't know who's going to be in it. Electra, I'm going to get some dinner ready later, folks. Cheers for joining in, Electra. It's been great having you on. Because as I say, I know you and Eric and London don't often get on, especially all on at the same time. It's really great seeing Eric on. Yeah. See you next time, mate. And I'll try and get on your live stream. You know why I don't normally get on them? Because normally if you're doing them 9 o'clock your time, that's like 3 o'clock in the morning here. And on a weekday, I'm normally in bed. But I'll probably be awake then. I don't know if I'll be sober enough to actually comment, though, sadly. See you later, Electro. Nice having you on, mate. Oh, no, I won't bother showing the other one. It's a load of bollocks anyway. I made another little video, but I showed it yesterday. But it's more of a joke about how I never reply to emails. But Londinium, Aaron, if you're still on, I think you are, aren't you? Because I think you just commented a minute ago. I'll definitely sort you out some sheaves. What it might be worth doing to make sure they're we're talking about it when I'm sober anyway, but the ideal thing which you could do with me, because I know, we'd be able to sort this out easily, is make some plastic copies, not necessarily plastic, but something, cardboard, wood, plastic copies of your blades. send me them. You know, if you don't want generic sheaves, I could do custom exactly to the right size. If you send me like a replica made of plastic, yeah, but that's not essential. It's just, you know, you're going to get a real good fit then. Tactical Mike, can you ban people? What do you mean tactical? Yeah, because I could do proper custom fit to your blades then, couldn't I? You only got to get a bit of, you know, some bit, anything in it. There's loads of materials you could do it out of. But then they could be proper custom fit to the blades then, couldn't they? Rather than sort of generic sheaves, you know what I mean? Sorry, Tactical, I don't know if I'm drunk or not understanding what you mean at the minute. I've lost it tonight, Tactical. What one would I play for? Can you ban people? Oh, I'm off of it now. That's sake. And I said, Mike, not sure if you could do not being a blacksmith, but homemade halberd. I have made a halberd. I've made a halberd from a bill hook. Oh, I have the pass. Sorry. No, it's not your fault. I forgot about that one. I forgot I even had that tactical. I'm not going to use that one unless I actually have to ban someone. I'll tell you what, London, I'm gradually going through things, finding clips that I think would be perfect for things. I bet there are some good, there'd probably be some brilliant Red Dwarf little clips, wouldn't there? Yeah, no, nice one. Yeah, anything like a bit of wood or a bit of HDPE, like thin bit of choppable, anything that you could make the blade and the angles on, yeah. And then you could have them really custom made, just super glue a bit of, you know, bit of a handle on, same thickness, whatever, yeah. Yeah, the Paul Merton ones are great, and I can't believe I actually got to play that one today, actually properly. Gotta love Paul Merton, ain't you? Leo, how you doing? He said something. All right, something, mate, something. Yeah, good old Paul Merton. So if anyone ever says, "Oh, do you make knives?"
I could knock him out in the shed.
Michael said, "What do you think of Cartian philosophy?" Never heard of it, mate. Sorry. What is that about? Ah, good one. How you doing, mate? You right? And he said, "What's the most expensive thing you own?" Weapon was probably either that gun there, which is a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. If re-deactivated to current specs, would probably be 600-700 quid or more. Or that sword up there, probably worth 600 quid, I think. Right, before he gets blocked, Michael, be aware that if you write too much weird shit, you'll probably get blocked by a mod, if you haven't already. So there's your warning. Can't say I never warned you. He's gone already. Tactical dying for it. Too late. I did warn you. Well, I tried to anyway. But yeah, Aaron, yeah, Londonian. I think that'd be the perfect thing to do. Make some exact or very similar templates of the knives. Send me them, and then yeah, I could do proper custom sheaves then. You're off, Alex. Ain't good night, mate. Oh, I may have to have a piss in a second. Oh, all right, Mother. How you doing, mate? He said, hope I don't late too much. Just back home after a good day with friends. Even saw the redhead. I like. Oh, nice one. I hope you had a good one tonight, Mother. That sounds decent, mate. Yeah. Dad said, do you watch Matt Easton videos about the types of pole arms? I've always had a liking for the pole axes myself. The ones with a hammer on one side and a spike on the other side and the tip. I don't think I did watch that one, you know, Zed. I do sub Matt, though. Yeah, a decent bloke he is, old Matt. But yeah, what I was saying now. I don't think I've seen that specific video. And if it won't be difficult, I'll just make the blades one by one, just stencil them around them, cut and copy. That's it. Yeah. That's it. It's not a difficult thing to do, is it, Aaron? And it's in that way you get such. Just put the bevel on as well if you can to a degree, because it will, you know, it won't matter that much, but it'll, you know, but yeah. You can get some proper custom fit sheaves then, rather than just sort of like a generic one. So I was going to say that some bloke wanted me to make a sheath for, he had a UK Army Glock, I think it was, or one of them UK, you know, English Army knives that Liam's got. I can't remember what they're called now. But it had been, the handle had been modified. So I was going to say to it, and I think the blade had been modded by Wessex Blades. It's changed it slightly. So I was going to say to him, do me like a template and I can make you a proper custom, yeah. Glock machete, that's it, London. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, message me, what are you on, Aaron? You on, if you want to instant message me, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter if you ever want to instantly message me. A bit quicker then, rather than emails. Yeah, I reckon Tuesday. Talk to me Tuesday and we'll sort it out properly. And I'll give, you know, because I'll be sober then. But you know me, I'm up for that. And I said I would. It's just, then I had this shit and it's fucked me over a bit because it's fucking fucked everything up. I'm literally nearly about 6 months behind now on everything. But luckily, that's why I don't take their money. I don't take their money. So if I'm 6 months behind, it doesn't matter so much. You know, no one can complain that, you know, where's my thing I asked for? Because they ain't paid for it. You know what I mean? Good said, do you stream on? No, not normally, mate. I don't. I'll be honest. I don't ever really do Sundays. I have Sundays as my night off because a lot of people don't know this. I stream on Twitch as well. So what I do Friday, Saturday, YouTube, Sunday night off, so I can watch a film at least if I want to, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I stream on Twitch. I stream games from 10:30 to 12, sometimes 12:30. If you put !Twitch in the chat, and I mean anyone can do this, but !Twitch, no gap, it will come up with the link to my Twitch. And then if anyone wants to chat to me, but yeah, no, Sundays I don't do it. I should really, because Sunday's probably like the best night. But it's the reason I don't is because if I stream something on a Sunday, I'll never get to watch any films. And one of my main like hobbies, one of the things I love doing is watching films. But because I would watch a film every single night if I could, but because I'm live streaming every evening, I can't. Eric said, is it true that Stella Artois is considered a cheap bottom of the barrel beer over there? Because over here it's considered a classy beer over here. Goes from $10.99 to $6. Well, it depends. I think it's a little bit of an upper class beer. I'm not much of a beer buyer. Like if you want proper bottom of the barrel Fosters, I always thought Stella is it's not total bottom of the barrel. It's a little bit higher than total bottom. But I think in the old days, I think maybe 10, 15 years ago, Stella was classed as a bit higher. It's dropped down a bit now because they also dropped the percentage down. It was stronger before. It used to be 5.2%, I think. They dropped it down to 4.6 now. So it's like as weak as other cheaper beers. You know what I mean? But I'm not a massive beer buyer, so I can't tell you 100% what people think of it. But yeah, I always thought Stella was a bit of a higher class of beer than some of the cheap ones. Yeah, I think it depends who you ask. Eric, you're right. Stargate, how you doing, mate? Yeah, Ricky got me. There's a bloke come on early. He was like, "That's a Ricky shout." That, oh yes, good spot. Thank you, Hargood. Hargood, did you see the link popped up when you wrote it? There you go. I won't be streaming a game tonight, Mother, but when I go off of here, I'm going to go into my summer house and I'm going to carry on streaming for an hour or two. 83 air guns. And Stella is well thought of in the UK. London. Stella was associated with people who like to fight. It's not cheap, but it's still a reputation of being drunk by certain people. Yes, that's why they call it wife beater, don't they? Because I think because it used to be stronger than your average beer. Not massively stronger, not like 9%, but it used to be like 5.2. But even that couple of, that 1% could still knock people over the edge when they drink enough of them. And they used to call it wife beater because I suppose people used to drink that and then beat their wives up. That's what it means, isn't it? Or fight, as you say. Pergio, did you get my message? Pete says, still want to make a parang machete. Yeah, that would be nice. Do it, Pete. That'd be good to see that. Tactical says, not as premium as it used to be, but definitely not bottom of the barrel. We have supermarket stuff that's 2%. T2 said, can't drink Stella and kicking off every time. Get in trouble. Well, there you go. That's it. There you go. That's exactly what they're saying. Yeah. Carry on streaming, ooh, matron. I'm going to call it that if I remember. Carry on streaming. I'll probably call it Drunken on Drugs Happy Fun Time now because it gets the viewers in, I've noticed. 12 of the viewers are probably police. Let's say. No, it's all good, Persia. I said to you about because you was going to come on with your kilt, weren't you? But in all honesty, it's probably getting late now. No one came on, Stug, but it don't bother me. In all honesty, it's probably easier for me if people don't. But it can be a bit stressful. If it's like there's certain people I 100% trust to join. Like when they join, I 100% trust them that they're not gonna. You know what I mean? If no one joins, it's easier for me. I think if I ever do these joint ones, I need to announce it before, because every time I've done a spur of the moment one saying people can join, no one seems interested. If I do a video before saying people can join, get loads of people join. Antisocial bastards, exactly, Stone. Exactly what I thought. Nah, it's all right, Persia. Even in the message I said to you, I know that you might have been out or working. You've been working, haven't you? Nah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. What I'll do next time, I'll give you a bit of a more of a warning, like a week's warning, and then you can at least tell me that you might be able to come on then with your kilt. Never had Dragon Stout, London. Yeah, good to see you on, George, anyway. Mother said, Mike, I just back from an Irish pub. I wish everyone in chat could sit together like this with you. Yeah, it'd be excellent, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Right, just going to message someone quickly. No, you have some very interesting. You have some very interesting things to talk about, Rich. Thing is, you would have a lot more to talk about if it was just me and you, Rich. That's the thing. You're a bit like me that you let people talk. You know, you'd let other people talk. Yeah, but if me and you was talking, I bet we'd chat all night. Post said, broke off for a fortnight. Will do, mate. We'll even polish my boots. Nice one. And if ever, I thought you would have tried it since you like strong beers. Yeah, depends when it came out, London. I'll be honest with you, stout though. I never used to ever drink stout. And since like about the year 2000, yeah, I've not really tried lots of different booze because most of my booze now is what's cheapest and what's, you know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna have to text him. Right, hang on. I'm reasonably sober, to be honest. I've hardly drunk anything tonight. It's got a bit of a buzz going on there, but I get like a buzz really easily though. But then I'll drink, you know, I could drink a fucking. I'll be up normally, like tonight. I'll be up till like 7 o'clock in the morning at least, and I'll drink the whole fucking. Last time I had a drink, I drank a whole 70 cl bottle of vodka and about 6 cans of Stella, I think. But it's getting slightly embarrassing now because that's quite a lot, really. Oh, there you go. Right, half 12. I'll probably have to go off at 12ish anyway, thinking about it. Unless I'm fucking whispering. Percy said, who purchased the beverages this evening? Should I even say? Probably some of the don't like to say. Some of the donators. Sorry, I said, well, this is the channel still, isn't it? But I managed to get 18 Stellas off of someone for tenner. Yeah. No, sadly, it wasn't finders keepers though. Jake, you still on? Yeah, it's all right, it's Doug. Yeah, I'll tell you what it was. My brother-in-law got given 2 crates of 18 Stellas for a job. He don't drink them. And he was going to give me them for £7. I can't fucking do it. I might buy the second one for £7 though. But I said to him, I won't buy it for 7. I'll give you 10 for it because that's still fucking cheap as fuck. That's quite a lot. That's like calling the Atlantic Ocean damp. I'd be honest with you, Zed. It fucking frightens me sometimes. That's not a normal amount to drink, is it? But I have got the weight to sort of to put up with it or to handle it, sort of thing. Well, I may have to have a quick slash. What video do you want? You can either have a 3-minute version of Slingshot shitting or intermission taking a piss. What was you on last night, Persia, but you fell asleep? Yeah, well, that's exactly it, Tactical. That's what it was here. I found the 18 Stella for £14. So he said £7. And I said, no, I'll give you a tenner because, you know, it's my fucking brother-in-law. But he would have took 7, but, you know, I ain't going to. You know what I mean? Even a tenner is still fucking deal, isn't it? And it's the 440 cans, so it's a decent amount. Right, quickly. Someone like shitting, if you can. You probably have to write 4 minutes or intermission. I'll let you off. I'll put the intermission on. Go on, what Slingshot shitting for fucking. I won't be that long anyway. Nice. Made it back exactly the right time. Do you know how I know? Do you know how I know it's always the same time? Because it's always on green when I come back. Now that's a classy intermission. Do you know what that's from? I had to change the music though. Because I've got a fucking copyright claim for it. But that is pissy fingers. Fuck off. That's the Monty Python intermission with an added taking a piss. And then I had to change the music though. Because I had the Monty Python music on there and I got fucking copyrighted for it. Alright. Let's see how many different names you can come up for piss fingers. So we got pissy fingers, pishy fingers. Yeah, that bit of music's not too bad, is it? I thought that music was alright. Richard, disappointed the intermission music isn't the sound of water splashing. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I was trying to think of something, but the problem is every time I do the music for these videos, there's always someone who don't like it. So it's hard to try and think of a bit of music that most people ain't bothered by. You're in digits. Nice one. Oh, I'll have a Stella now. I've had a Stella, a couple of vodkas. All right. I regret it now. Fucking piss finger. Fucking. Oh shit! I just poured that in the fucking wrong glass. Don't forget to get your fucking working at pint glasses in. London, watch out, he's going to beat up Wild Dad too. Do you know what, London? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go out. My neighbour, actually both neighbours. She used to be a wife, a single woman on her own. The other side, wife, single woman on her own. All right, they're both getting it tonight. Maybe not that though. No. Not even anything else. If one's all right, the other one we actually call Jabba the Slug. Mother said, Mike, very good idea to make the spare safeties for the new pistol crossbows. Can you make a video showing how to replace them? Yes, I will do that. But yeah, one of my neighbours is quite, all right for her age, and that. I hope she's not watching. They didn't watch this. The other one we call Jabba the Slug. Hope she ain't watching. That's the end of that. That's a piss take for Jabba the Hutt. I'll be honest with you. They call them wife beat, and that ain't strong enough for me. Considering when I put a shot in my glass, I'm actually putting in probably a 50 mil. So every time I do a shot, it's a double with this glass. Because a UK shot is 25 mil. That's there where the tip of my finger is. I fill this up, and then I fill it up a bit more. I'm not just saying you're going to have a brick for your window in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My neighbour next door, fucking hell, I used to kick her door in when I was younger. Actually, both my neighbours are very... Right, so the one that side, she's been there about 20 years or something, I think, maybe a bit more. Always been a lovely neighbour and always been very accepting of us. The ones the other side who that used to be my nan's house. It was a house I lived in for 5 years when I was born up until 5. My dad lived in that house when he was born up until his 30s. Half my relatives was born in that house. When I was a pisshead, and my nan died in the house that took because it was council house, they moved in and they was very understanding, even when I used to kick their door in. And yeah, very understanding. And they I actually get on with them really well now. No, but I'll be honest with you, both my neighbours are actually brilliant. But yeah. I wasn't the easiest person to live next to. But now, honestly, the ones I used to kick their door in, 4 o'clock in the morning, kick their door in, go mental. I think they've always known that it wasn't nothing personal. Because, about 4 months ago, locked themselves out. First person they came to was me. Got a ladder out for him, helped him get in the window. You know what I mean? So there's never been any hard feelings from it. I think they just knew. I think they knew, in the old days I was piss sad. And they knew that, it was a nice house to move into, but I just had a stupid sort of attitude, when you're a teen, and I couldn't accept that it wasn't my family living in the house. You know what I mean? Why did I kick their door in? Because they were living in my nan's house. My family wasn't. It was just stupid drunk bollocks. Totally stupid drunk bollocks. But I think that's why they sort of could accept it, because they knew it was just me being a pisshead and they was living in our old family home, and I didn't like it, but yeah, because they know you're really good at getting into the house. Yeah, it's probably that. Nice one, I love that. Joe said, need to break into the house, better get Mike. I think both my neighbours come round here if they're fucking stuck. But no, in all honesty, both my neighbours, my proper neighbours, get on with them really well. Because this road is gradually going, well, the houses are getting bought up more and more, and it's people are selling up the council houses and selling them on, and so nearly all of them now, they're selling them, and then they're cutting down every single tree in the house, so there's barely any trees now. When you used to look out my window, all directions, you'd see big trees in people's gardens. As soon as someone buys the house, they cut down every single tree. They're cutting down all the trees, and then all the neighbours now, because it's weird, because it's a mixture. My road is a mixture of council houses, and some of us have been here. I've lived on this road, like my family have lived on this road for 80 years. The very first house that was completed on this road, my nan and granddad moved into. They had kids. My dad, his brother, his sister. Hang on. And his sister. Yeah, so 5 kids. Two brothers, 3 sisters, right? One of the sisters moved into the same road. My dad moved next door, this house. So on this road at one point, there was 5 members of my family in this road. That's actually 10% of the road was, not owned, but 10% of the houses on this road was my family. Now it's just getting to the stage where people are selling off the houses and there's hardly anyone It's a shame, really. I know that's life and I know that's how it goes, but yeah. But my family have lived on this road for at least 80 years, a couple of years. They finished these houses about 1950, I think. So however long that'll be, that's 70 years, isn't it? It's a little bit longer than that, because I know my dad's brother, who was about 10 years older than him, was born in the house next door. But I must admit, I think it's, my neighbours are good, but it's partly because we've lived on this road for 70 years and are very well known. You know what I mean? I used to have people come to me saying, like, they'd meet me and then they'd find out I'm an all right bloke, and then they'd say to me, do you know, I had someone come up to me saying never to talk to you, never to have anything to do with your family. I don't know who the fuck it was, but yeah. Perjo said, need to break into the house, better get Mike. Stokes said, you're lucky to have good neighbours. There's nothing worse than bad ones. That's when my neighbours are twats. Anyone want them? Yeah, I dread to think what it would be like to have neighbours like tacticals. Because it's hard to think what you might do. Because you would want to kick the fucking shit out of them. But that's not always an option. Because, the results of that might be prison, losing your home, blah, blah, blah. It's not as easy as just sorting them out, because you might lose everything by doing it. fucking nightmare, in all honesty. Partly glad why I'm deaf in one ear, because at least if it ever does happen, I can just lay on my good ear and not hear it with me, put my deaf ear out. Yeah, I'm quite lucky. I do have good neighbours, and yeah. Right, so I'm probably going to have to go off in about 15. I don't have to go off until past. I'm going to message my cousin Jake, because he's going to come around, and I'll go in the Wendy house, carry on. And Liam said, I get on really well with my neighbours in all the places I live. Yeah, well, as I say, I've only ever lived here. Right, so I was born in the local hospital, but some of my family was actually born in the house next door to where I live now. That was my nan's house. So I lived in that house with my nan and granddad, my mum and dad, and some other family members from the age of 1 till 5. At the age of 5, we moved about a kilometre away to the next estate for 6 months. And then we did a swap from that house to this house. So then I've lived from the age of 5 to 41 in this house next door to my old nan's house, where I lived for 5 years. Yeah. But yeah, my family have lived on this road for getting on 80 years, I think. Definitely more than 70 years, because my dad's brother, who would be like 80 now, was born in that house. Actually born in the house in the bed next door. D2 said, I'm lucky my neighbours are okay, but some dickheads in the street really piss me off. I have to restrain myself sometimes. Yeah, I can imagine T2 and Tactical. It must be a fucking nightmare, because I can understand totally. You want to go fucking mental. You want to kick the shit out of them, but yeah, but you can't, because you'd end up losing everything. I think it was London. I think it was just after the war, a couple of years after the war, because what I live on now is an old council estate which was made. So I think it said born, created just after the war, and the very first house that was finished, my nan and granddad moved into. Tactical said, Londonian, my neighbours hoses the washing and tip stuff over the fence. Not to mention the noise. Yeah, fucking nightmare. But the problem is, there's, what do you do? Because you end up losing everything if you do. But yeah, let me try to think who lives in this road now. So there's still my family. There's still 3 houses in this road. There's only like 60. There's about 60 houses. I don't think it's that. There's about 60 houses on my road. At one point, 5 of those houses was my family. There's still in this road 3 members of my family on this road. Yeah. But on the road that comes off of it is another 2 members. And then, yeah. I didn't say another one of my friends was murdered this year. Fuck's sake. That ain't good. What was that like? I know you're, what they'd call inner city London, didn't you? Did you get what's that, gang related or just? Stokes said, I'd hate to have nosy neighbours. Tactical said, I have warned them, but it's like talking to a brick wall. Anyway, no more moaning. Get your moves out, Mike. No, you said you would, not me. Right, Jake will come out 12ish. So you've seen Jake before, I think. I read that. Zed said, I once lived in a place that was built in the 1700s. Yeah, I bet that'd be amazing, an old house like that. On this, I didn't find out till this month back in January. You can read the story in the news. Yeah, sorry, I should have said what Stokes said. I'm a bit drunk and it goes over my head. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. I should have said. You're a bit pissed if I can. You know what I mean? I lose my manners a bit. Yeah, sorry to hear that, mate. Nottingham said, yeah, he went up to Wales to grow and they beat him with a baseball bat and dumped his body in an alley. Fucking hell. That ain't good, is it? It's terrible. Mother said, Mike, what do you say about joining George Sprab's Facebook group? I would, but I can't really do it. The issue is I can't join it with my personal Facebook because I don't even have my own twin brother on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, because he's friends with other YouTubers and I don't want everyone knowing all my details. You know, I only want people knowing. Like, if I give you my details, it's because I trust you, you know what I mean? I don't even like people really know where I live. And the issue is my Weapon Collector page can't join Facebook groups. So it's really difficult for me to do. Or was it his own fault, was it? London. That said, anyone else ever read The Children of the New Forest when they was good? I never read that one, Ted. Never read it. Catman said, why can't it join? I hope it's not dumb Facebook policy. It's just a stupid thing that I tried to do a Weapon Collector personal account, but because my name, like, if you made an account ages ago, you could have called it Weapon Collector and got away with it. If you tried to make an account now and called it like a personal account and called it something like Weapon Collector, I actually got a message from them saying, you're not allowed to do a personal account called Weapon Collector unless your name is Weapon Collector. And they asked me to send in my ID and prove my name was Mr. Weapon Collector. Well, I can't do that because that's not my fucking name. So I had to make a Facebook page. Facebook pages cannot join groups. It's just a thing. It can't do it. You can only join a group if you're like a personal account. And I couldn't make a Weapon Collector personal account because my name's not Weapon Collector. I actually made a Weapon Collector account and they shut it down because my name isn't Weapon Collector. They're fucking arseholes. I ain't gonna change my name. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I don't get no luck with any websites, man. Every fucking thing I do is fucking fucked off every time. Joe Green, how you doing, mate? By the way, anyone joining now, I'm going to have to go off soon. But I'll be back in about 10 minutes or something. Yeah, Mr. Collector, Weapon Collector, exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it. So I had to do like a Facebook page thing. Pages can't join groups. Change your name is your only option. I fucking should do anyway. So I said, anyway, there's a rich family's estate in it called Arnwood. I used to live in the lodge of that estate, I think, but I'm not certain. But the lodge was a Tudor building. Yeah, sorry, Stug. No one bit for that one, did they? Probably a bit late in it. Catman said, when Torok video game first came out, they would pay people to change their name to Torok. People did it. Did they really? I remember Torok. The N64 Torok. John said, I'd say Discord, but there's been a guy causing a lot of problems for everyone, from what I've been hearing. Yeah, I've been made a good Discord page, but I don't know, it's just too much for me. I have too much shit to do anyway. So I have a Discord. I think it's just too much. But I have actually been made a Discord page that I just have to approve, and then they'll pass on the passwords and all that shit. And it was Lord Flashup who made it for me, and I do appreciate Lord Flashup, but it's a bit too much for me to do, I think. Mother said, even if you can, I don't think George Bad wants other pages and businesses to join his group, only people. Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you, mate. You can't as a group anyway. Londinium said that's the virtual equivalent to a bum fights team getting homeless people to tattoo bum fights on their head. Yes, exactly. Oh, that's good, Stug. Almost 60 likes. That's good. Yeah, so if you're watching this now and you want to see the real, this is like the fucking beginning, right? So if this was a party, this is the pre-drinks, right? Or this is the party. If you want to see the after party where all the real shit goes down, watch the next stream that happens. This stream is so bad, not this one, but the next stream is so bad I have to delete it as soon as it finishes. Which is actually true. Also, because we end up listening to music and I get copyright shit for it. I'll have to have a. I'll tell you what I'll do. Tactical, could you send me a link to Londinium's friend, the article? Yeah. WeaponCollector gone wild, exactly. 8 air gunner. Yeah. So, yeah, just so you lot are aware, though, it'll be on a phone, but I have got a laptop that I can put the comments on behind it to see it a bit better. Stug said, this is where everything goes to shit. Exactly. That's not even a joke, though. It is when everything goes to shit. I even have to have a thing where the mods, I have to have multiple mods, just keep typing stop to make me stop streaming. I'm going to have to tell Jake not to say anything tonight as well. Yeah, most of it's going to be me playing darts, by the way. So don't expect the same kind of chat we're having tonight. But you lot can watch me, we'll have a drink and you lot can still chat to each other, even if I will be talking to you, but it won't be like this. Right, I'll probably finish off my drink before I go. Oh, I won't be straight away tactical. I might stay on till 12:10 anyway, as long as I'm quiet. And I won't be straight away anyway. I've still got to turn the computer on and all that shit. PC. Message Jake when I'm ready. Actually, I won't shut that off. I've got the fucking. No, I'll just message him quickly. All right, sorry about that. Oh no. All right, you can put it on here, tactical. Send me on Twitter, because I'll never ever see this again. I don't ever come on here. Don't read this shit ever again. I've lived it once, so I can't be reading it again. Right. Don't let me forget. I won't forget, because I'm not even that drunk, to do it vertically, whatever, horizontally. But yes, if you want to see WeaponCollector Gone Wild, see where the real drugs come out, which is paracetamol and codeine, come back in about 1:15. 12, not 1. Fuck's sake. Right, Jake said he'd be around pretty much straight away, so I'll stream reasonably soon. Any of the mods going to be on, just so I know, I've got a bit of help with the shit, you know what I mean? If anyone's watching and you feel like you want to do a bit of modding, it's not essential. It's just sometimes when I'm drunk, people do take advantage. I'll be honest with you. Thank you, Stug. I know I can definitely trust you. Don't make me worse than my span. If you're drinking, you don't need to. But no, I do like to know that people are, taking care of me. Thank you, Rich, as well. But it's good to know there's some sober people on just to sort the shit out when there's people genuinely do take the piss a bit when you're drunk. D2 said, keep getting tidy midges flying in my drink, doing my head in, but don't want to shut the back door. It's so warm. Yeah, but that's a nightmare, T2. Look, I may get that when I'm out in the garden now. Tell you what I noticed weird. It goes to show people don't pay any attention in this house. I was having a piss earlier, looked up, and around our light, there was a fucking nest of spiders. When I say nest, there was like 50 little spiders all in a, yeah. Right, thank you. Yeah, all right. I think I'll be sorted with Rich, Doug, and Tactical. Yeah, so I'll go off in a minute. Right, so Jake, I don't know if you're watching this stream. Are you watching? If not, I'll message you in a minute anyway. I'm going to finish this before I go off anyway. But I won't be finishing. I'll be going on phone for... I'll finish this live stream, then I'll come back on. But, yeah, that will be definitely deleted. And it won't be StreamYard, so I can't play the little clips and shit like that. Dad says, sorry, Mike, I'll be off to bed after this stream. Got to wreck my foot. Nah, it's all good, Zed. I appreciate you doing the modding though, and being on just in general. I'm gonna do a webcam stream. Mother said, "Good night, mate. What are you gonna stream after?" I'm going to do a webcam stream from my phone. It'll be slightly different. It'll be a more drunk thing. I won't be reading everything out, and I'll be playing darts because there'll be someone else with me. We'll be sort of me messing around at the same time. It'll be my cousin Jake. I'm sure you've seen Jake before. You've not seen Jake before, haven't you? Tactual said, "What you don't know, Mike? I've paid Rich and Snug to let the trolls in. Don't do that. How much are you getting paid? Because I want some of that. I'll let them in for myself." Mother said, "Ah, good to know. Good night." Yeah, good night, Mother. Good night, mate. Right, I'll go off as soon as I finish that. As long as I'm reasonably quiet, it won't bother anyone. But anyone who thinks, "Oh, what's he being quiet for?" I live in a house with basically my mother, who is, essentially, I don't like saying it because I don't class her as disabled, but my mum's who's essentially physically disabled. My sister and her husband, who have got my niece and nephew, not their kids, sleeping over. So there's 2 kids in the room next door sleeping, so I ought to shut the fuck up, really, don't I mean? If you're going to be a considerate person. So, yeah. I don't give a fuck what anyone says anyway, but, But I will be back. Give me, I'm not going off right now, but when I do go off, give me 10 minutes and I'll be back on. I will, yeah, brief. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. When I go off, I'll be back in 10 minutes. I know. I vaguely know Jake the Peg with the extra leg. The only thing is that's probably frowned upon now, considering who wrote it, sang it. That's like. Operation Willow, was it? Say no more. No, U tree, not Willow. I just knew it was an old tree. Operation U tree. Operation U tree. Say no more. Say no more. What shall I call the next stream? Jacking up heroin and sticking LSD under our eyelids and acid injected straight into our balls stream. That might get them in. I know Drunken on Drugs gets them coming in, tell you that. There was like 45 people watching at one point, wasn't there? I'll probably just call it Drunken on Drugs Happy Fun Time Hour after the Trailer Park Boys, other thing they did. Nordbra said, what drugs are you on now currently? You tell me what drugs you're on first, and I'll tell you what drugs I'm on. That's actually excellent. 83 Gunner. He said, call it drugs, thugs, and Jabba the Slugs. Right, hang on. I think you deserve something like this for that. That was fucking excellent. Sadly, I probably won't call it that because they won't get the Jabba the Slugs reference, but we do. Dundinim said, if you want clickbait, use relevant events. Well, exactly. That's how I got. Was you on the what's it called? The fuck. What was the Area 51 stream? Was you on the Area 51 stream? I had 1,658 people watching at one point. Yeah, the maddest stream ever. But because I took advantage of the trending shit that was going on. Oh, you was on? Yeah, that was mental, wasn't it? Best fucking stream ever, that was. But I do often think I should do the old, get in on the latest topics, because it does bring them in. The only problem is it brings in a lot of knobs, but it's still views, isn't it? Because the thing is, even if you get a load of dickheads in or freak shows, it all still counts as views, and the more views and shit you get, the more it gets sent about to people. Did you miss that one, Stug? Gutted. Nah, joking. You missed out on a treat there. I almost didn't know what to do, but I thought, no, compose yourself, Mike. Compose yourself. Make the most of this. You're ever going to get this again till you're famous. But yeah, it's hard to even know what to say when the chat's going. Most of it was, is this stream real? Because what it was, a lot of the shit that night, a lot of people was putting on streams that was just like pre-recorded crap, like for 3 hours. A lot of these weird streams you get that aren't actually streams. Yeah, yeah. So if it was like Conor McGregor fight, the perfect thing to do would be Conor McGregor live review or something, or something like that. Yeah, live commentary or something. Carry on streaming, OnlyFans. I do like the name Carry on Streaming though. Carry on Streaming, Drunken on Drugs, Happy Fun Time. I think I might just call it New Stream though, because it's easier to type. I hate writing shit on phones. Right, let me finish this shit. All right, let me message Jake and I'll go off. Won't be a Conor fight until he's broken heel, leg heels, that's it. But you know what I mean, as an example. Oh, fucking hell, I hate this phone. Right, that's it. I'm going off in a second. Stuggy, my banana was born down. On that, yeah, worn down to a toffee out of the body. And right, I'm going off now. I will hopefully see some of you in about 10 minutes then, all right? Maybe less than that. What I've got to do, I've got to go in the Wendy house, turn the computer on, get it set up, and then set up the... Well, I can set it up on here, actually, while I'm doing it. But yeah, I'll see you soon anyway. Right? Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. And, you know, and I do appreciate you lot. Just you lot, you know what I mean? Because you're all right. You know what I mean? Someone will tell you later. I'll start telling you I love you all later. Right? Good night. I'm going. See you in a bit.